Sports Network.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my two uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride.
Relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to the Friday Night Lights, the week number 8 edition. Mike, as we get you ready for all the high school football action going down in southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama. We didn't have a week 7 edition because none of the teams in this county played in week number 7. We did have a lot going on, especially in the region we're about to talk about, Mike. Battle for first place there near the top. Mount Pleasant got a big win there against Adamsville. Lewis County had a big win as well. So Lewis County and Mount Pleasant will be meeting up here, I think, next week or in a couple weeks for that top spot. So there's a lot going on, but the first things first, Mike, we have a huge game going down. You're going to be there tonight. Summertown visiting Loretto for the second straight year. They're continuing this rivalry, and it's rare when we've said this in this rivalry, but this is a pretty big game for both sides because they're kind of on equal footing right now.
Yeah, both teams are still trying to figure out where they lie in this new region, and tonight's huge. I mean, you know, obviously Summertown at 3-3 on the year, 1-2 in the region, but Loretto is also 1-2 in the region, 2-4 on the year. So this game could be for that last playoff spot. And I mean, it's a big one. It's homecoming for Loretto. Both teams are coming off a bye week. It's Summertown and Loretto. Yeah. I mean, you can't beat it. It's going to be a great environment there tonight.
When you look at both, Loretto's very young, got a lot of inexperience, but the last few weeks, you have those back-to-back wins. You beat a Collinwood, you beat a Scotts Hill to get that region win. You play pretty good at Riverside, and despite that, lose. You're coming off this bye week, and you got Summertown. Had some big wins. They've beaten some really good teams, challenged some others, and you kind of throw that Lewis County game out. Lewis County's pretty good, as everyone has found out. Not that you needed to find out, they're always normally pretty good. So, Summertown's kind of beat up a bit. Some of their depth has taken a hit. They've had some big, unfortunate injuries going on. So, it is more even than I think most people realize.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think that close Summertown Mount Pleasant score may lead people to believe that either Mount Pleasant's not as good or Summertown's really tough. But I mean, Loretto, other than their that Lawrence County and Lewis County games, which it doesn't seem like hardly anybody's playing those guys close from around here, but. I mean, they've played tough. Their offense struggled with some consistency 2 weeks ago against Riverside. Obviously, 2 of those 3 touchdowns they scored were defensive touchdowns. So, looking to find a little bit more consistency in this offense, and what a better way to do it than against an in-county rival.
Loretto is sticking with the run, kind of spreading it out, doing a lot of the things you see University of Tennessee does. Summertown, more traditional, wing T, option football, and both of them working. Loretto's using the depth that they have their running back, and Summertown's they're using the big man, Caden Klingard. Then they'll let Max Dillard run, and then if Michaela Powell gets the ball in open space, good luck trying to tackle that kid. Both teams kind of doing things similar but different at the same time.
Yeah, base formations are a bit different, but we've seen Loretto go down into a wing T, a wishbone sort of look before, and we've even seen Summertown kind of move out and pass a little bit. So, I think it is a slight contrast in styles, but both of these teams want to play a low, close, low-scoring kind of game.
All right, well, let's hear what the Mustangs have to say going into this big rivalry and homecoming match.
Guys, coming off the bye week, and I know it's a good time for you guys to get some rest and get some of these guys healthy.
It's going to be exciting now. We got a few practices in and got the guys some time off, so it was good.
Coming off that Decatur Riverside, Mr. James, you about ready to get it kicked off? In it to the end.
Yeah, we had a chance to win the ball game. That's all you can ask for. horn goes off that you had a chance to win the ball game. So we had a chance to just get execute down the
As we
stretch.
go to our Lord Savior in prayer, please remain standing following our prayer.
Mainly just
For our
keep
great
building these young
High
guys.
School Mustang
You
Band's
know, we
rendition
playing
of
some of the young
our
guys. We shrunk the
national anthem.
playbook a little
Let us
bit,
pray.
so giving us a bye week
Dear
gives
Heavenly
us
Father,
time
we
for
come to you this evening in
to
Jesus'
get
name.
them
Thank
more
you again for
in-depth
another day.
playbook.
Father, we thank you for each and
Summertown
every
coming up,
blessing that
and
you continue
it's
to
a
give us
rivalry and
on
a
a daily
challenge, all the
basis.
things combined here
Father,
this
we
week.
just thank
Yeah,
you
we're
for allowing
excited.
us to
You know,
come
it's
out to the
homecoming
football
week for
field on
us, so
Friday
we got all
night.
that other distractions
Support
going
our
on and
teams,
everything
Father,
else. So
and
just try
watch
to
the
keep them
game of
locked in
football.
and ready to go on Friday.
Father, most of
It
all, we
feels
thank
good
you
to
for
be back at
Jesus.
home after all
We
these
thank
road
you
trips
for
you guys have made.
our
Yeah, three
military,
games was
Father,
rough,
our
so glad to be
veterans
back
that
home.
have gave
What's
us
it going
these
to take to get a win
freedoms
here
to
on Friday night?
Just execution. You know, we're going to have to execute in all three phases of the game and try to control the ball as much as we can.
All right, Dylan, coming off a bye week, where's this team at after getting a week to rest here?
We had a pretty long week of rest. Had a practice Monday and then didn't really get to do anything Tuesday through the rest of the week, but gave a lot of our guys time to get back to where they've been, back to 100%. Everybody's feeling pretty good. Everybody's excited for this week, and we just know we got to come get it.
What kind of things you guys work on over the last week and a half here, and just getting some chance to work on some things?
A lot of us came up here just kind of on our own, and worked on speed and agility a lot. And we worked on, I worked on a little bit of route running, but it's kind of like personal workouts that everybody comes up here and does.
Just kind of recap that game. You guys being very close to the end there against Riverside.
Yeah, it was tough for sure. It was a hard-fought game the whole time, and we had some guys come up and step up that I thought weren't ready yet, but they showed that they were. We just couldn't pull it out. Just didn't have enough minutes in the game to get it.
Got a big one this week, homecoming, and you got Summertown coming in here again this week.
Sir, you got a big rival coming in. Got to get them.
Well, what's it like facing them? It's a region game, rivalry game, everything that's on the line with that.
Well, it's especially bigger because it's a rivalry, and it's just the two schools going head to head. We've gone head to head for 4 years now, and it's just I love the competitiveness between each school. I just love it, honestly.
Finally, what's it going to take to get a win here on Friday?
We're going to have grit and determination, honestly. It's a lot of grit.
All right, we heard what Loretto had to say going into this big rivalry game. Now let's hear what the visitors have to say. Summertown gets ready for week number 8. Well, Coach, coming off a bye week, so where's this team physically at right now going into your next game week?
Well, we hope we're better. We've had some injuries, as you know. Lost Andrew Tupper in the Lewis County game. We hate that for him, but guys, first day back after a few days off, and I feel like we've had good energy. Our guys are rested and ready to go, hopefully.
Yeah, no, the Lewis County game was tough, but it was the bye week kind of come at a really good time after a game like that.
No, not for me. If you get a bad taste like that, you want to get the taste out.
Yeah.
And, we had to live with that for over a week now. So we would have rather finished on a good note going into the bye.
Got Loretto coming up this week, obviously rivalry and everything that goes into that.
Yep, it's a big week. And it's one of these, this is the old rivalry, I guess, probably the two teams that have played the most, I guess, since Summertown started back football. And, they're getting better. Coach is first year, and they're working hard, and they're getting better. So we got another big test this week.
What have you seen out of them? Obviously the first few games weren't great, but then they have those back-to-back wins and play well at Riverside. So obviously they've made a lot of improvements.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what, and that's what every team wants to do. This time of year, you obviously want to finish strong, but they've gotten better each week, and that's compliments to them for that.
Yeah. Obviously, important stretch of games. Final Four coming up, and obviously they're both, I think, all but one are region games.
That's correct.
And,
3 out of 4.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 are region games. Obviously, this is pretty important stretch for your guys coming up.
No doubt. I mean, we're right, just past mid-season, and we're right in the middle of the hunt. And I noticed our standings the other day, 2 teams at the top, 1 team at the bottom. Everybody else is 1 and 2. So there's whatever that leaves, 4 teams, I guess, fighting it out. So, everybody's in the position we're in, but the key now is going to be who's going to finish. So we've always taken a lot of pride in finishing strong, getting better as the year goes on, and we hope that's the case over the next 3 or 4 weeks.
What do you want to see out of your team here on coming up on Friday night?
Well, I feel like one big thing is that we're trying to stress to them today is fundamentals. When you get later in the year, sometimes you get sloppy on the things that, the little things. And if you can clean those up and get better at the little things, those are the things that turn into big things. And so we're trying to address little things, not too much scheme work, but trying to get better technique fundamental-wise.
How important was last week's bye week for you guys to get healthy?
It was really needed. We all needed a break, especially after that big loss. We all need to, get our minds focused, watch film, and we get an extra week to do all that to prepare for Loretto Friday.
It's like you mentioned, coming off that Lewis County game, I know the team's a little beat up, but how important was it for you guys just to get off your feet and, rest a little bit?
It meant a lot for sure, get a big vacation and, just get a big break.
Yeah. Big rivalry and obviously an important game for you guys.
Absolutely. It's always a big rivalry down there. Some say it's bigger than Lawrenceburg, but, I say they're pretty even.
You guys are obviously in the same spot, here in the region standing. So not only is it important rivalry-wise, but it's important for where you guys stand in the region as well.
Yes, sir. They may be a 2-win team, but they're a good 2-win team. So we got to take every team serious. We can't just think that they're a bad team. They're a good team. They're a good team. We can't just lay down and just give up.
Important stretch for you guys. 4 games left, 3 in the region. How important is it for you guys to finish strong here?
It's very important to get a 3 seed, especially. We got to win out for sure.
All right, Mike, what are the keys to the game as we go into tonight? A pretty big game here for the Mustangs and the Eagles.
Yeah, I think for Summertown, just play their same style. Keep the clock moving, play it slow. Kind of try to beat Loretto up front. And for the Mustangs, I think it's going to be avoiding turnovers. That was and finding more consistency on offense. You see, they scored 20 last week at Riverside. Well, that was 2 interceptions and a 72-yard touchdown pass. So it's a lot of big plays. They need to see if they can hit like a 10 or 12 play drive and take some time off the clock and prove that they can have those long drives, because I think that's going to be a key for helping Loretto down the stretch.
Yeah, I think if Summertown can control the clock,
it's their game.
It's their game, and they did that to Mount Pleasant. Weren't able to do that to Lewis County, but if they can kind of play their game and control the clock and keep it, if they can keep you under 20 and they can score over 20, that's kind of where they want to be.
Yeah, and that's really been their way they've been doing things all season, and so far it's got them to a 500 record halfway through the season. So, Summertown's looking good, but again, it's going to be a big game tonight, and you got to play to see who wins.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you look at the region standings, you got Mount Pleasant, Lewis County at the top, Adamsville just behind, who have lost now, so they're in the 3rd. So this is a battle for that 4th spot. Because you look, Riverside's pretty kind of far behind. Summertown still has to play them. Scotts Hill's down in the bottom there.
Yeah.
So whoever wins.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the south end of the county as we get ready for Summertown and Loretto. It's a region matchup. It's a civil war in the county, and it's a rivalry that goes back decades. This is Clint Brazier, along with my good friend, Mr. Michael Marks. Michael, you've been calling a lot of Loretto this year. I've been calling a lot of Summertown. We got Will Pettis in the house, is our technical man extraordinaire. We got a beautiful night. We've got beautiful weather for Friday night football. Michael, let's start with Loretto. They're coming in here at 2-4. They got a little momentum going. Had a big win at Scotts Hill, then had a big win at Collinwood after an 0-3 start. Lost a tough one last week at Decatur County Riverside. But you're kind of seeing maybe some of these younger players for Loretto starting to buy in, and things starting to turn around a little bit maybe.
Yeah, that was the big thing coming into the year, Clint, is a lot of unknowns, a lot of players, not back from the team the year before and even the year before that. So they were going to have to find new pieces to fill in for all those skill positions they lost. And, while some games they've struggled, they've starting to find some of these new players. Eli Chapman, one of them, a young guy at running back, is a guy that you'll probably see a lot of tonight.
Summertown coming in at 3-3. But I tell you, Hayden, Summertown had close losses against Mount Pleasant, a close loss at Lawrence County, and then got blown out last week against Lewis County. But coming in at 3-3, I think if we talked about this game maybe 2-3 weeks ago, you would say Summertown was your heavy favorite. You can't say that right now. Summertown's really banged up. They've lost 2 players to the year for injury, and I'm sure Loretta's coming through injuries as well. But I'd say if you're looking at a team that's a little lower and a little team that's a little higher, I think you'd have to say right now Loretta's coming on a little bit more momentum than Summertown is.
Yeah, it's strange that it does feel that way, but obviously, like you said, Clint, Loretto got those back-to-back wins against Scotts Hill and Collinwood. They struggled to keep a consistent offense going at Riverside. Their defense was able to do a lot of scoring for them, and that'll be a big key tonight.
Yeah. Summertown, like I said, with those 2 key losses offensively, it will possibly determine how they like to do, because they were 2 linemen tied in, especially in Austin Reed, that Summertown, you've called some of their games and watched many of their games. They like to run that read option with that quarterback. Well, if you have one less big-time blocker, that job gets harder to do.
Yeah, that makes it incredibly hard to run, especially, missing some tight ends. And even on the front 7, those guys are back at linebacker and defensive line. That impacts your rush defense too. So, I think that Summertown might have to not necessarily change everything up, but have to switch some looks up to try to keep that offense going.
All right, well, we're getting into our region standings. Lewis County and Mount Pleasant are at the top at 4-0. Adamsville was 1-2. Summertown 1-2. Riverside 1-2. Loretto 1-2, and Scotts Hill the only winless team in the region. Pretty much would take a miracle, Hayden, for anybody to not get those 1 and 2 spots from Lewis County and Mount Pleasant. But this is why we're playing a ball game.
Yeah, and that 4-way tie for third place right now is really interesting, because you got some teams that have not looked as well, like Riverside at 1-6, but then teams like Adamsville that you would look like as one of the powers.
And they're, as you had said, this Adamsville, Summertown, Riverside, and Loretto team. Loretto gets a win tonight. You could have 4 teams right there literally fighting for 2 spots.
Yeah,
and it's all said and done.
I was talking with Will before the game that these could be 2 teams fighting for that last playoff spot. So this game is very, very important for both teams.
Powell back to receive I don't know if Summertown won or Loretto won. If Summertown – a little pooch kick, Summertown's going to catch it. That's number 17 for Summertown, Grady Rigsby. Good hands there. I tried the little squibber. Grady Rigsby does a good job catching it. Summertown's going to start in good field position, but as I was saying, I don't know if Summertown won the coin toss and decided to go on offense first, or if Loretto negated and wanted to get it in the second half. But either way, Summertown will be on offense to start things off. Summertown in their road whites with their blue bottoms. Loretto in their all black Power L helmets with their black tops and their black pants. Dillard under center for Summertown. Pugh going to go in motion, going to pitch it out to Pugh. He's got the corner turn. He's got to beat one man, and he does. Pugh rushing down the sideline. He gets a block. Gets a block from Pettis. Still stays on his feet. Going to go down at around the 15. It's a good first down run there, Hayden, if you were looking for something early.
A big run on the outside. You can see Summertown got the edge immediately, and with the guy as speedy as Pugh is, it's hard to keep up with him.
Yeah, he's not going to do it, so I'm going to credit Jake Pettis. Way downfield block for Jake Pettis allowed an extra 10, 15 yards there.
Yeah, that was pivotal and now Summertown already in opponent territory.
I thought there for a second Andrew Riley, running back and safety there for Loretto, was going to get in there, but he just couldn't get the edge there. Going to hand it off to Klinghardt. He's going to power forward, get positive yards on first down there. Get it inside the 10.
And this is what I'm going to find so interesting, how both teams handle the front 7. Loretto has had their moments with their rush defense being really good, and Summertown, obviously, their offense built on the run. I'm intrigued to see how they're going to do between the tackles.
I said they got inside the 10. It got inside the 15. The ball's on the 12. 2nd down and 6. Summertown can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. Dillard running the read. He's going to keep it. Cuts it back up. Pretty good pursuit there by Loretto as that hole filled up quickly. He's going to keep Dillard from getting the first down.
Yeah, they set the edge really good right there, but Dillard able to cut up the field and get a couple extra yards right there because that had a loss of 1 or 2 written all over it from the start.
Yeah, credit, let's see, who was that, number 1, Colby Brown, senior defensive lineman. He just kind of filled that hole up, and Dillard kind of had to look like, uh-oh, this ain't there.
Yeah, Colby Brown's not a guy anybody wants to hit head on.
So 3rd and 3. Summertown needs 3 yards to get a first down. Loretto trying to make Summertown have to make a decision here.
Yeah, these 3rd downs have been a problem for the Mustangs defense, 3rd and short. We'll see if they can get a stop here.
Kleinhardt, the lone running back, Dillard under center. Powell going to go in motion. Dillard going to keep that one, and he's not going to get it.
Yeah, it looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe to the 12, but not much more than that. So that's going to bring up 4th and maybe 1 or 2.
Summertown has a kicker. So do you want to take points here early, Hayden? Or do you want to just you're going to have field position if you don't make it, and Loretta's going to have to go about 95 yards.
I think you got to take the field goal here. I'm big at getting your points when you can in rivalry games, so I'm going to be intrigued to see what Summertown does here.
It's 4th and 1. They are going to say Dillard got 2 yards out of that. I didn't see that. But let's see if Summertown doesn't just try to draw Mount Pleasant or Loretto offsides. Dillard's going to keep it and push, and if he didn't get a good spot, that's turnover on downs.
I would say it looks like he got right at the 10. First down was at the 11.
Yep, they're saying move the chain. So risky call there, but a good call. And Summertown will keep the drive alive.
Yeah, it was a big play to pick it up right there on the inside run. And, listen, I think if Summertown, they need a yard or 2 all night, they can go to that.
Dillard goes and gets his play call from Coach Dan Wiedenfree in the sideline. Loretto Mustangs looking to make a stand here on drive number 1 of the contest. If you're just now joining us, it's Clint Brazier and Michael Marks. Colton Pugh ran off about 60 yards on play number 1, and that's how we got to this end of the field. Pitch out to Powell. Powell's trying to turn the edge, gets into the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Summertown's going to strike first. They lead it 6-0. The extra point upcoming, and they pounded it. 5 straight plays, Hayden? Pounded it up the middle, and then just another quick hitter outside on a pitch out. This time to Powell, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. So might have just been kind of setting that middle up to open up the edge again.
Yeah, again, Summertown got their lead blockers out in front of them, and good blocks. Pugh, one of them right there, getting a good lead block and gets them in the end zone.
All right. All-purpose kicker, all-purpose player, Will. Our kicker plays everywhere. I don't know if you know that or not. Hoffman, PAT's up, and it's good. Summertown leads at 7-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Exports Network.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies.
All right, back at it here on the Exports Network. 8:22 to go here in the first quarter. Summertown scores on their opening possession. They lead at 7-0. Loretto's fixing to get their chance at it. Michael, here's where you find out Summertown, those 2 key losses they had. Loretto's a really good running the football team. So we'll see what the game plan is here for Loretto, as Summertown's going to have their hands full down personnel and trying to keep Loretto's offense off the field now.
Yeah, and despite running different offensive formations, it's pretty much the same. Loretto's got their big guys that run up the middle, but also their speedsters that they'll run the little sweeps and outside zones too. So I'm really interested to see how they're going to handle with how Summertown's defense is going to handle that.
Yeah, at the end of this game, they may look like doppelgangers.
This is also an area where Summertown struggles as well.
All right, Summertown, I will say this, and we'll just said it as well. Summertown has struggled kickoff-wise. Going to be a squib kick up the middle, and I thought Hoffman might get to it with a chance to field it, but pretty good starting position for Loretto. They'll start at around the 32-yard line.
Yeah, good job right there. I believe it was Riley able to fall on it right there. And both teams having a bit of a strange kickoffs.
Yeah, Riley, he did a good job. I think he thought it was NFL rules there for a minute.
He's getting
and
back
nobody
up.
ever touched him, so he's going to get up and run. All right, so now if you're Loretto, you're looking for an answer here. Beautiful night here in Loretto, Tennessee.
Watch Dylan Thompson one-on-one coverage at the bottom of the play. They like to attack him one-on-one.
Going to hand it off. That's Eli Chapman trying to turn the edge. Got a late flag in the backfield. That's usually in the vicinity of a hold, and I think it will be. So not quite the start for Loretto that Summertown had on play number 1, but the good thing is they give you 4 downs, Michael.
Yeah, I mean, Loretto's struggled with penalties early in games, and that has been a drive killer for them, so we'll see if they can respond.
I do want to remind everybody, if you're just tuning in as well, again, this is Clint Brazier, this is Michael Marks, this is Will Pettis, our technical man extraordinaire, but I did get a confirmation from my good friend, Miss Ashley Rutledge, head ladies basketball coach here at Loretto High School. She's going to come talk to me at halftime, be my halftime guest. I'm going to grill her about this upcoming basketball season that before we know it, guys, it'll be here.
Yeah, I mean, we're already a week 8 of high school football,
Yep.
and like you said, before you know it, Thanksgiving comes around and we got basketball going.
All right, Ben Lyles in the shotgun. Sophomore quarterback. Gets it. Going to hand it off. Good pursuit in the backfield. Good penetration as Eli Chapman just didn't have anywhere to go. You had Schaefer kind of waiting on him there.
And James Gray in there as well. Just got right through the left side of that Mustangs offensive line, and Chapman had nowhere to go.
I'm going to give a big shout out to former Loretto standout, Mr. Jack Welch. And Jackson Robertson, they were in the bar. Of course, Jack works for me now. But, Jackson was in there today, too, and he was pretty much letting me know how bad Loretto was going to blow out Summertown today. So
that's what I love about rivalries. We can talk smack all week, and it comes down to this.
I just hope I get to tomorrow. Looking to throw. Got a man on the out route. Dropped. There's a good pass there by Ben Lyles trying to hit Jaden Powell. Wouldn't have been enough for a first down, but it would have made it 3rd and doable.
Yeah, now at 3rd and long, there's not much you can do other than run it right here. Had a little hitch play to Powell on the far side of the 30-yard line, just couldn't bring it in.
Me and Will, when we call Summertown games, whenever we drop one of those, we say, hit them in a bad spot, didn't it? Right in the hands.
Sometimes those are the hardest to catch.
I think it is for some Tennessee ball wide
Oh.
receivers, Michael. And we'll talk about that some later, too. That game scares me tomorrow.
A little bit.
Back to throw. Lyles looking, coming sideline toward us. I think Summertown may have intercepted that ball as it was tipped by – it was tipped by Will's son here, Jake Pettis, and then Eli Schaefer is going to dive after it and keep it alive. So the tip drill worked. Summertown, of course, 3rd and 22. I don't know if you're going to get a punt much better than that as pinned back as you were if you were Loretto. So it's probably about the same as a punt would have been.
Yeah,
and you take out a chance of a return.
Yeah, I would say that wasn't the most costly of interceptions, but just Powell and Thompson in the area couldn't make the grab.
Summertown on defense for the second time. Schaefer going to be in the backfield. He'll get him some knocks at running back this possession. I think Summertown jumped as Pugh looked like he was started momentum going forward, but we didn't see any flags. Summertown got a break there.
Seems like both teams have got a little break on the legal procedures, so looks like this game might be going fast.
Notice Summertown's wearing the pink. What's that for, Will?
Breast cancer awareness.
Okay.
Month of October.
I got you.
I'd say it looks like both teams have got some pink on in some capacity.
Well, then I'll condone it. I was going to say I don't usually like my football teams wearing pink, but I'll approve of that if that's the case. Dillard's going to hand it off to Schaefer. Schaefer trying to plow forward, gets a few extra after contact, but he's not going to have enough for the first down. Going to make it about 3rd and a long 3. Sometimes got a player down. Summertown and Loretto had a player down, but I think, luckily for both squads, you had Skylar McMasters and you had Hunter Fishwald for Summertown just kind of got their feet tangled up and just couldn't neither one of them get up.
Yeah, but and McMasters, he's had a really good season, that senior defensive line. And Loretto has done a pretty good job stopping this inside run, but as soon as Summertown brings that sweep around, there's definitely some concern.
They've got both slot men in it. Going to option it. Pitch it out to Pugh. Pugh makes one man miss, makes another. Pugh's rushing down that same sideline that he got the big gain on earlier. He's going to have the first down and then some. Pugh's going to go down at around the 20. So first down for Summertown will keep the chains moving. And I'm sorry, Michael, you called it. You could just see Summertown just saying, all right, we're going to plug the middle, and then bam, we're going to go outside.
Yeah, and they do a good job of it. Dan Winfrey, real smart head coach, runs it up the middle, gets Loretta's defense to really push in on you, and then right when they're all sucked up in on you, you flip it around to the outside and let Pugh take it down the sideline.
Schaefer still in the lone running back position. Dillard under center. Hoffman, our punter, he's going to go in motion. Dillard going to keep it on the read. Trying to get to the edge, going to get close to around the 10-yard line. Good read, good run by Dillard. Nice open field tackle there by number 6, Justin Lashley, for Loretto.
Yeah, big open field tackle right there. I think it was actually Powell on the tackle.
It was. I got the number wrong.
But, Powell, a really good open field tackle because, again, you missed that. That's probably a touchdown coming up for Dillard.
Yeah, he's the only one that could catch him. This is heck getting old. I gotta have my readers to see down here, but if I look up with my readers, I can't see nothing. Dillard going to hand it off to Powell, trying that same spot. And good job there by Jaden Powell, tackling McCaleb Powell. Jaden Powell saving another touchdown, Michael.
Yeah, good. Once again, a good open field tackle. Looked like he took a knee to the face maybe there from Powell. But
I think he went low to wrap Powell up, and Powell tried to go over him and just kneed him right in the mouth. But he's up, and he's good. Make it 2nd down and 4. Is the ball on the 5? I believe the ball is on the 5, so maybe Summertown can get a first down without getting a touchdown, but 2nd down and 4. Dillard under center. Hand it off to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to walk it into the end zone. Touchdown Summertown as they extend their lead to 13-0. The extra point upcoming, and kind of more of the same on that drive, Michael. And why would you change it up?
Yeah,
punch the middle, and then expose the edge.
Yeah, and Summertown's using a collection of back. It was Klinghardt on the first drive and Pugh, and then this last drive, Powell got in there as well as Schaefer. So, just a collection of running backs, and Mustangs are having a tough time stopping it.
So the always important extra point coming up. Bradley Hoffman on to do those honors. Snaps good, holds good, kicks up, and it's good. 14-0's your score. We'll be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential.
All right, back at it. Hayden, Summertown is Michael. Sorry, buddy.
I'll cut you some slack.
Well, I think it's the first time me and you've worked together.
I believe so. It might be.
So I apologize, but Michael, Summertown has scored 2 touchdowns on their first two possessions. Loretta's got to find something. They got to find it right now.
Yeah, Summertown all runs, 13 plays in this game, 121 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. And Mustangs 3 plays so far. You know, the -2 yards on the rush play and then the interception. So looking for something positive here.
All right, they're going to try that little squib kick again. Get a little bit better return. Does Loretto. Then he's going to be gang tackled, but good job by Braden Bennett for the Mustangs. They'll start with a new set of downs, try to get something going, and, yeah, the last thing you want right here is giving Summertown a short field or the ball right back.
Yeah, because, I mean, like I just said, they've been running down your throat all night, over 10 yards a carry almost. So, you know, Loretto going to need to have a long drive and try to get some points up here before the first quarter's over.
You know, I'm looking down here at the sideline, and there are more Loretto kids than Summertown kids. But, again, you know, eventually that defense is going to get wore down.
And Loretto's gone back to their wing tee.
Ben Lyles going to hand it off. Punching it up the gut, Colby Brown. Good first down run there. Going to get about 6 out of it. What you needed for Loretto, positive yards, good hands, good ball protection. That'll get, instead of going backwards, that'll get Loretto going forwards as they try to get something going here on their second possession.
Yeah, Colby Brown, this game was made for him. He's just a tough, hard-nosed running back, almost like a fullback kind of build. He's a big guy, but
he kind of reminds me of you. He's kind of built like you, Michael.
Oh, yeah, we'll go with that.
Like a Coke machine. And hand it off to him again. Summertown is going to snuff that one out. Let's see, I know that was Schaefer and Klinghardt. Going to catch up to Brown. No gain on that play. Make it 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Needing 4 yards. It's kind of a toss-up whether you run or pass here.
Well, I think you can definitely get around the edge if you block, but you can't hold.
Yep,
you know,
and that's a big problem that Loretta's had.
Number 4, Dylan Thompson, you know, I could see him just pushing an edge right here.
Well, it seemed any time 2 weeks ago against Parsons, when he would get one-on-one coverage, they would throw it up and let him try to make a play.
Looking to throw it to him, and it's going to go through his hands. Pretty good coverage there by Pettis as Thompson just couldn't hang on to him. Good, hard, quick throw on a quick out there by Lyles, but it's going to go through the hands. Let's see what Coach Bryce Glass wants to do here.
It looks like he's going to bring the punt team in here. And, look, had the slant route open just a little bit behind Thompson and not able to make a play on it. Some positive yardage, but still 3 and out and giving Summertown the ball back for a 3rd time already in the first quarter.
I think if you're Summertown, you got to be pretty safe right here. I wouldn't say try to see if you can get Summertown to jump because an offsides would give Loretto 1st down. I'm just going to tell you, we ain't the smartest, but a great punt there.
Wow, that was a good one.
Powell going back. He drops it, but he picks it up. Now Powell's looking to turn a corner. Powell getting to the sideline, and he'll go out there. So great punt. Who was that for Loretto?
Andrew Riley.
Andrew Riley, all-purpose man, defense, offense, special teams.
Yeah, if you need a couple yards, a punt, maybe a tackle, he got all 3 of them.
Summertown going to be their worst starting position tonight, but they will have the ball for the 3rd time here in this first quarter after forcing another 3 and out for Loretto.
Well, right now they have Loretto outgained through the first 2 drives, 121-4. It has been just all Summertown here early, and it's the big guys up front making a difference.
Folks, we'll welcome the class of 1975 here this evening.
Golly, welcome to class 1975. Well, that's older than me and you. Dillard going to keep it on the read. Couldn't pick up a block there, but I don't see any flags. He got a little dicey there. Devin Davis, senior wide receiver for Summertown. I think he just decided to turn loose and give up a tackle, then get tackled with a holding call. But good job by Dillard. Good 1st down run. Will bring the ball down to the 39.
Out to the 39. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, another big run. I mean, Dillard, it's honestly like he got surprised when he got to the outside that there was nobody there waiting for him and was able to pick up the 1st down before he even got touched.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been very impressed so far with Jaden Powell. Now, he might get burnt right here, but he's made 3 touchdown-saving tackles so far in this first quarter. Showing the class 75 there. Good fake. on the
What a run.
on the read as Dillard's going to keep it. And there's that man I called again. Jaden Powell's going to bring Dillard down. Not before Max can get another first down, but if it's not for Powell, it's a touchdown.
That's the third or fourth play he's already had in this first quarter trying to save a long run. And, man, Summertown is just gashing them now.
Well, they got to be tired.
Yeah. Well, they spent the entire first quarter on the field.
Notice senior leader Andrew Riley. He's coming up trying to pump his squad up. That's what you like to see out of your seniors. You've got Dillard in the shotgun now. You've got Klinghardt to his right, Pugh to his left. See what Summertown wants to dial up. Looking back to throw is Max. Gets hit as he throws, just gets trucked. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass. Loretto folks are thinking it was a fumble.
Yeah, I would say he got drilled. I think his arm was going forward before he got hit there. But man, Loretto sent 5 or 6 right there, and every single one of them seemed like they got through.
Well, Summertown doesn't throw a lot, but if we see Will's replay here, that was way too slow developing.
Yeah. It seemed like everybody was kind of slow coming out of their routes, but not slow coming out of there with Blaze Thomas and the senior, first man to Dillard.
Hey, Max Dillard, very shaky getting up after that as well. This might be your stand right here if you're Loretto. This might have been the moment you needed.
That may have been a momentum play.
Loretto looking to bring the house again. Going to pitch it out. Pugh trying to get a block from Powell. Gets one. Not going to get some positive yards, but not a lot. Trying to make it third down and about 8.
That was a good run right there by Pugh, but once again, Loretto got the edge this time, and that made a huge difference. Now it's third down and 8 instead of a first down again.
That's right. I don't know that the clock, well, maybe it is. It's twitching kind of like ours used to. Nah, I think we'll get one more off. I don't think we can. I don't see a play clock.
Yeah, we used to have one.
Y'all got these big new Jumbotrons, ain't got a play clock?
No play clocks.
Jeez, I ain't never coming back here, Will. We're going to get a flag. Summertown took way too long getting that play in, getting to the line of scrimmage. I think they thought they had more time on the play clock, and they didn't. So Summertown's going to get a delay of game.
And that felt like a lot longer than 40 seconds to begin with. I feel like the official may have given them a couple extra seconds there.
So now we'll see. Will the clock start after that penalty? After an offensive penalty? I don't
think it will.
So 3.7 seconds, 3rd and 13. This will be your last play of the first quarter. Loretto trying to make a stand.
And this will be a big one right here.
Quick slant across the middle, gets batted away. Good defensive play by number 4, Dylan Thompson, the quarterback, or the wide receiver, and they're batting that away. So make it 3rd and 13 as we head into quarter number 2. Summertown, let's see what they are in good field position. We'll see if they try to pin Loretto back.
Looking to buy or sell in Lawrence County, Tennessee? At Corbin & Company Realty, we know this place because we live here too. We are locally owned and deeply rooted. We treat you like a neighbor because you are one. Whether you're looking to secure your first home or forever home, trust the team that does local best. Check out our listings like this serene property with a stunning updated interior. This is just one of the many hidden gems we discover for you. Call Corbin & Company Realty today at 931-964-2222.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to...
All right, back at it as we get ready for quarter number 2. Michael, Loretta's got something going here. They've forced Summertown in a 4th and 13. Hoffman's back to punt things away, so much need to stop and try to get something going here if you're the black and gold.
Yeah, but a punt here could pin Loretto deep.
Hoffman's not even going to give that a chance to be returned. Going to punt that out of bounds. Not Hoffman's best. Let's see where they mark it. Going to be at the 10.
Bad. Yeah, it's
Wait,
rough starting field position. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Walked that all the way up to the
Yeah,
24.
walked that all the way up. So not Hoffman's best. I guess we could kind of classify that as a shank, even though I don't like saying that word as a golfer.
Bring you some bad mojo.
It's contagious. So good stand by the Loretto defense. Now their offense has got to get something going. You've got a little bit of momentum here.
And they've gone back into that spread formation. Strange,
You've got Brown kind of in your tight end slot spot. Now I think we're going to have a illegal substitution.
I think Loretto had 12 men on the field. I think Chapman didn't get the right formation.
And it will be. So Loretto kicks herself in the foot before we can start play number 1. So that'll back them up. That'll help that shank punt a little bit that Hoffman had, but just can't have that, Mike.
Yeah, you can't. You'd like to start at 1st and 10 and not 1st and 15 and 1st and 20 like you have the.
Well, especially when
past
how many positive yards have you said Loretta's got so far?
4.
So
and 6 of them. They got 6 on the last
play.
drive.
Yeah. So everything counts here. Back to throw. Lyles looking. He's got plenty of time. Gonna fire one across the middle. It's complete.
And he
Man,
breaks
still on his feet. Braden Bennett. He's going to go down at around the 40. So that's how you pick up that penalty yardage back. And I tell you what, just to be a sophomore, Ben Lyles has got a cannon.
He can sling it. It's just having the time, having the routes out in front of you. But listen, if he needs to get it in the tight window, he can sling it in there.
Well, listen, credit that offensive line on that first down.
For giving him time to throw.
He had all day. He could have ate a sandwich.
Yeah, Summertown, they bring a linebacker down, but only 3 down linemen.
And the pistol formation now is Lyles. There's running back behind him. That's Riley. He's going to look to throw again. Slings it across the middle.
Ooh.
Goes right through the hands of Jaden Powell.
He got popped. So we can see what we can see on the replay here. See Powell running up the seam right there.
Yeah, you can't. You just see it kind of broke up and then see
I mean, it
a
looked like he got
there
hit
at the end.
Closer to the chest area than the head or neck. But
we're going to take an injury timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on the X Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jeff Overton, and welcome to this edition of Mars Hill Minute. We're excited to be here in the foundation of our brand new children's building, student building. This part right here will be the student sanctuary where they'll have their worship on Wednesday nights. But what I want to talk to you about is what's coming soon. The steel will go up, the second floor will be built, and the children's wing will be put in as well. We're excited about all of that, but you got to take the details of making sure this part is right. If the foundation isn't right, everything else we build is going to have problems. The Bible tells us the same is true with our lives. We talked about a man who built his house on the sand, and one who's built his house on the rocks. And when the storms came, the one built on the rock sustained and made it through. How's your life built? Jesus says he is the rock. I'd like to encourage you to build your life on Jesus Christ and his teaching and be a disciple of Jesus Christ. I'd love to invite you to Mars Hill Baptist Church to learn more about how to build the proper foundation to build upward with your life. God bless you. Hope you'll come join us.
Right in the heart of the downtown square in Lawrenceburg stands a true local treasure, Holland's Drug Store, the oldest business on the square. Holland's is a name you have trusted since the 1960s. Expert pharmacists Richard and Brooke are proud to offer personalized care, including compounding, while providing you fast and friendly service. They accept most insurance plans so you can get what you need without a hassle. And while you're here, don't forget to explore the gift shop filled with local novelties, willow tree, seasonal home decor, and so much more. Holland's Drug Store. Local and lasting.
Hey folks, you'll never guess where I'm at today. That's right, I'm at my Quick Mart store. Starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day. Head on over to your favorite Quick Mart store and start your day out right.
All right, good to see Jaden Powell walking off on his own accord. He's the young man we've been bragging on all night. Had some touchdown-saving tackles, plenty of them here in this first half. And he just kind of got rocked after the pass kind of went through his hands. He kind of took a hard hit by Powell, and he's walking off with a little help from his coach, but it's good to see. So we're back at it now. Loretta's got some things going. It's 2nd down and 10. Got a good stop their last defensive possession. Now they're trying to cut this thing to a one-possession game.
And Summertown's coming hot.
Back to throw. Lyles scrambles, gets away from some defenders, but he's not going to get away from the rest. Going to be a loss of about 4 on that one.
Yeah, got through the first wave of defenders, but after he scrambled outside the pocket, all those linebackers and defensive backs kind of closed in on him, and he wasn't able to do anything.
Well, that's where Lyles, sophomore quarterback, once he got over here, he's got to throw that ball up here to us.
Yep.
But, like we said, that's sophomore quarterback.
Yep. And we'll see him grow, and maybe by the time he's a senior, he'll be slinging it all over the yard.
Pistol formation. You got Colby Brown, the big back right behind, looking to throw. Lyles rolling to his right. Quick slant across. Completion there. Good kick. Hands by Braden Bennett again. He's got the 2 receptions. Not going to be enough for the first, but I think it'll make it 3rd and thinkable and doable.
Yeah, I think they need
4th and doable.
The 43, and they're at the 41, so we'll give them, say, 3 maybe.
You just want to stay on the field here if you're Loretto. You know, you don't need nothing big, but you'll do just get these 3 yards. See if you can get Summertown to jump. If you're Loretto, and just keep this drive alive. Don't send your defense back out there just yet. Ooh, almost disaster, but Lyles tracks it down. He's being chased by Schaefer, and a big sack by Eli Schaefer. Schaefer goes unblocked, goes all the way through the hole, going to sack Lyles. And he's also going to give Summertown a turnover on downs and a ball in great starting position for Summertown's offense.
Yeah, and that is one thing you cannot do on 4th down is give up a sack like that. I mean, in that situation, there wasn't much more he could do, but cannot have that.
The snap was kind of a little high, and he did a good job just without fumbling it. But, boy, by the time he secured that ball, he was having to run for his life from Eli Schaefer. So Summertown will try things again. Loretto did force a punt the last series after Summertown had some things going. Summertown tried to go to the air a couple of times, and that didn't work. So Loretto got to stop. I bet you're going to – nope, looking to throw. Slant over to Powell's going to go through his hands. Summertown has tried passing on the last 3 possessions and are 0 for 3. Which is, if you're me and Will, it might not shock you that much, but it's shocking us because we are a team that needs the clock running, Michael. So it's trying to air it out here.
Yeah, and Loretto struggled getting long drives going. For Summertown, just to keep that clock going, I think that's your best bet because eventually Loretto will – and just the past couple games have shown us this. They'll break off a long play.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I think the design behind that was Powell's not in the game for Loretto, and they were trying to attack it.
Yep.
Good penetration by that defensive line. Big number 62, Hunter Bearden. Going to get through there. Be a tackle for loss as Klinghardt couldn't get anywhere. He was pretty much tackled as soon as he got the handoff. So to make it 3rd and 10, Lawrence County up 7-0 at Dixon County.
Yeah, and that's a good Dixon County team, a team that beat Columbia.
Yes.
That they're only, I believe, one of their 2 losses to Giles County, so they're a very good team.
Talked to Coach Kid Hartsfield from Mount Pleasant the other day. We're going to get a timeout by Summertown. I think they want to talk this one out, but we'll stay here with it. Talked to Coach Kid Hartsfield the other day. They're on fall break, and they have a bye week this week, and we were just talking football. And we talked about that Lawrence County, Dixon County game. I said, that's going to be tough. They beat Columbia. And he said Lawrence County will match up a whole lot better with Dixon County than they ever did Columbia. It's just a tale of matchups. And he said they can go over there and get that win. And so far, so good.
Yeah, it looks like a short rush on 2nd down there. So, I mean, for Lawrence County, this would be a huge win for them. They need to build some momentum up because, again, their next 2 weeks are those last 2 region games. They got to win one of them to get in the playoffs.
That's right. But they're doable.
Yes. Yeah, Franklin County has struggled this year at 1-6. That's their game next week. So, hopefully they can pull it out then because the week after that would be Lincoln County, and I believe they're 6 or 7-1 right now.
All right, we're back at it. Summertown 3rd and 10. I'll tell you what, Hayden, this defense for Loretto they've stepped up.
And they're going to need it one more time.
Summertown has stalled here these last 2 possessions, basically their last 6 plays. Got a bunch formation in the backfield. Dillard going to keep it. Trying to turn the edge. He's not going to get it. Good job by Andrew Riley and a host of Loretto defenders. They're going to get Dillard in the backfield. Now, Summertown is at around the 24-yard line. So we'll see if Summertown figures that that's the same place the punt ended up last time. So I think Summertown's going to try to go for it here on 4th and 8.
Yeah, this far in opponent territory, you got to go for it because, I know you talked about the kicker, but this is about a 41 or 42-yarder.
That'd be tough.
So that's probably a little bit out of his range.
We totally went away from trying to run off the edge. I kind of expect that on this one, but we'll see.
I about to say, I think we're going to see Pugh or Powell go in motion here.
Here comes Pugh. Nope, looking back to throw. Dillard looking, slant across the middle, and he had Powell wide open over here to the right and never saw him.
Yeah, Powell would have had his own zip code. I mean, there was nobody else in the area, but just didn't have him. Just didn't see him. We see Powell come around here on the wheel route and just got wide open.
All by himself.
Riley had left his area, and just a big break for Loretto because now that just like that, they got the ball back.
So 2 big stops, 3 and out there after a what could have been, Michael, let's just call it, after a sack that turned it over on downs for Loretto. Get a much-needed 3 and out. They've got the ball back. 8-18, plenty of time. Trying to cut this back to a 1-possession game. Here comes Ben Lyles in, the quarterback for Loretto, sophomore. Going to try to lead his team on offense.
Well, hey, after the first 2 drives for Summertown, that 13 plays, 121 yards, 8 plays, 41 yards, a punt and a turnover on down. So the defense has stepped up. See if they can get some help on the offensive side.
Quick pitch out. Got the Loretto coaching staff side. I said, we didn't block nobody. It was just a little quick slant out to Andrew Riley.
I think they got 2.
He got I tell you what, for him to get those 2
that was impressive.
Out of that was pretty. That shows how good of an athlete Riley is. Clock runs. We're under 8 minutes.
I can see Loretto try to get back to the pass a little bit. It was working really well with Bennett. And once you get Thompson involved, I mean, he's as dangerous as anybody.
You've got the kicker, Hoffman, trying to guard Bennett as well. That's a mismatch. We'll see if Loretto wants to take advantage of that. They're going to try to hand it off first to Colby Brown. He's going to be stood at the line. Summertown still couldn't get him on the ground. But he's going to get a gain of about 2, make it 3rd manageable.
So Mustangs have gotten 4 yards on this drive, and they've had to earn every inch of it.
I think Loretto, they had a little confusion there trying to get that one in. They're going to take a timeout, talk about it. We will too here on the X Sports Network.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
Here at Fields and Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my 2 uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation. All right, back at it. Be Loretto's ball, 3rd and 5, as they're trying to keep this drive alive, keep Summertown's offense off the field again. Kind of got a power formation. Trying to go on the reverse to Andrew Riley, and it's not going to be there. Summertown's going to snuff it out. Good job. I tell you what, Eli Schaefer has got a ton of – Eli Schaefer for Summertown and Colby Brown and Andrew Riley for Loretto, they're getting through the holes, and they're eating up the backfield.
Yeah, Schaefer and Klinghardt too right there. I mean, they just bust right up the middle, and Riley had no time to find a hole.
So the man that's having to do it all, Andrew Riley, he's back to punt things away. He had a beautiful punt his last time. You got Powell back to return for the Eagles. Kind of a low-line driver. Powell can catch it clean. He should get a return. Trying to turn around the edge. He's got one man beat. He's got another. It's across the 50, across the 40, across the 30. Cutting it back up. Trying to go toward the end zone. It's going to be caught and wrangled down at across the 10.
Yeah, it looked like they got inside the 10, maybe the 8 or 9 yard line, but an outstanding return from Caleb Powell right there.
I tell you what, I've said it. That kid's one of those that if you played flag football with him in an elevator, he'd win.
Yeah. Boy, he got around the edge and just took off.
Well, I said it last time, and I was wrong. We threw the football 2 out of the 3 times. I'm looking for Summertown to get back to what they do right here.
Yeah, if this is not 4 straight rushes or however many it takes to get in the end zone, I would be shocked.
Dillard under center. Hands it off to Schaefer, just plowing forward is Eli Schaefer. He's going to be about a yard shy of the touchdown.
Tough run right there. Got about 9.
I'm expecting Dillard to either keep it on the read or that you see that exact same play again.
Yeah.
I'll give some shout-outs here. Hello to Mr. Josh Jones, former Loretto standout and alumni. Well, maybe he wasn't, but I know his dad was. Josh was very good. It's Angela Gray watching. Miss Barbara Strickland says she's watching. Thank you for tuning in. Mac's going to keep that one. Plow forward, standing up in the end zone. Touchdown Summertown as they extend the lead to 20-0 with the extra point upcoming.
Yeah, I mean, the defense for Loretto had been getting stops, but when you give them the ball, Summertown, a team that's as good at running the ball as they are, the ball at the 10-yard line, I mean, it's almost it's going to happen. They're going to score.
Well, you can't put that one on defense. You got to put that on special teams.
Yeah, and that was allowed by the punt return, but I mean, Summertown's really got it working on all 3 sides.
All right, Hoffman on for another PAT. Kicks up, and it's on top of the old gym. It's good. 21-0 your score. We'll be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and
Jeez, Michael, I can't take you anywhere. Big shout out to Mr. Fred Hinojosa and Cody Harrington for our aerial view of the drone footage. Boy, it's a beautiful night down here in Loretto Town. Field looks great. Summertown traveled okay. I'm not going to say it's their best. Of course, there is an empty spot over there from the band getting ready to perform at halftime.
But for the most part, it's pretty full over there.
But the Loretto side, I mean, it's a typical Friday night over here. It's standing room only on our side. All right, Hoffman on to kick it away again. Summertown leads at 21-0 if you're just now joining us. This is Clint Brazier along with Michael Marks. Will Pettis, our technical man extraordinaire. Pooch kick. Dylan Thompson's going to get it. Going to have some running room. Makes a couple of defenders miss. Makes another one miss. Dylan Thompson gets all the way across midfield, across the 45. So great job there by Dylan Thompson, giving Loretto their best starting position and field position of the night.
Yeah, and Thompson, it's crazy to see a guy that's 6'4", 6'5", that can just accelerate like that, but found a hole right in the middle of that kick defense and just was able to take off. And now, again, Loretto in good field position and a team that, has had struggled to keep long drives going. Short fields are what you need.
Loretto will get the ball coming out of halftime. If you can get something going here, get some points on the board, that builds a lot of confidence coming out, knowing you get the ball to start the second half. So we'll see what Loretto's got dialed up now. Ben Lyles in the shotgun. Going to hand it off to Andrew Riley. Riley going to plow forward, makes a couple of men miss, makes another miss. Going to push forward, get a gain of about 6. So good first down run there by Andrew Riley. Good start for Loretto on this series.
Yeah, out to the 39. They'll give them 5 right there, but a good run. I mean, that was a strong run, and it looks like a team playing with some momentum on their side.
Another shout out, Miss Tasha Mason. Hello, Tasha. Jane Elizabeth Richards says she's watching. Susie Hyatt says she's watching. Keith Jennings says Eagle Nation's soaring. It's early, Keith. Hold your horses.
That's that battered Vol syndrome getting to you.
That's right. It's been too many years depression. Slung it out and going to just throw that. Lyles didn't have anything, so wise choice by the sophomore quarterback. Didn't lose any yards there. Going to make it 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play by Lyles right there because we've seen him take some costly sacks in this game. Saw some pressure, didn't see anybody open, and was able to just fire it away.
I thought Mr. Head Referee was about to spot this thing back at the original line of scrimmage. Give Summertown a break there, but luckily it was caught.
Loretto had a rough time with the spotting judges last 2 weeks.
All right, Lyles in the shotgun. Riley right beside him. Trying the hard snap, and he's got it. Back to throw. Slings it across. Got a man there. That's Thompson. Thompson makes one man miss. Makes another.
What a move.
Going to cut it to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Dylan Thompson. On the quick slant across the middle from Ben Lyles. Much needed spark for this Loretto offense as they got great starting position. I tell you what, Dylan Thompson was a huge part of all of it.
Yeah, I would say he got you to the 44-yard line where you started that drive, and then he didn't get you the first 5 yards that Riley did, but, man, took that slant inside, broke a couple tackles, and just showing you how shifty he is when he gets in the open field.
All right, so the good news is you finally got on the scoreboard and you're getting the ball at halftime. Bad news might be that you've left
4 minutes to
4.5 minutes on the clock. PAT's up, and it's through. Loretto gets on the scoreboard, trying to make this one interesting. 21-7 is your score. We'll be back in a few minutes here on the Exports Network.
At Murray Regional Health, you'll find the expertise and technology available in larger cities, paired with the personalized and compassionate care you deserve. As the largest health system between Nashville and Huntsville, we have a medical staff of more than 200 physicians across an array of specialties, ranging from primary care to robotic surgery. They lead skilled teams of nurses and other clinical experts that diagnose and treat conditions with advanced technology. Murray Regional Health, where clinical excellence meets compassionate care.
When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders team can make your home the home of your dreams. Hamby Builders is licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience in homes in Giles, Lawrence, Wayne, and Murray counties. Trust your home construction or light commercial project to the team with experience and integrity. Hamby Builders. Call 931-629-5264 or 931-629.
All right, back at it. Loretto finds some signs of life. They've trimmed it 21-7 on a great across the middle pass there on the slant. Ben Lyles hitting Dylan Thompson, and he makes several people miss, gets it in the end zone. Squib kick.
Caused some problems with
Pugh's going to come up with it, making a man miss, make another miss, get across the 45. So good starting position.
Like Jaden Lashley in there on the stop, number 20. But, man, Pugh is shifty as well. That little spin move to keep him in on the baseline probably got him an extra 6 or 8 yards.
Mr. Jason Frank says, wow, even the video was bright from the Jumbotron. Yeah, it's extra lighting. Our buddy, Mr. Adam Lindsay, who usually calls with me on Summertown games, he says he's watching on his way back from the state tournament. I do want to give a shout-out to those Lady Eagles and Eagles golfers. Season coming, not the finish they wanted, but both teams finishing in the state tournament in golf. So congratulations to you guys. Y'all be careful coming home. Pitch out to Powell. Powell gets one block, gets another. Powell's trying to turn the edge, and he does. It's a foot race between him and Riley. And I think Powell's going to win that one. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Summertown. I see no laundry on the field, so quick answer there. You've left plenty of time for Loretto to score now.
Yeah, I was about to say now it goes back to Loretto. Maybe a little shootout brewing here, but, man, Loretto's had such a tough time covering these sweeps on the outside. And, look, got some good blocks. Looked like number 22, Bradley Hoffman in there, the kicker, getting the lead block for you. And
Bradley Hoffman and Andrew Riley for Loretto, I think they're one of those that just they don't come off the field.
They're out there every play.
You'd think they could get somebody to at least pick the tee up for them or something. So here's Hoffman on to kick the point after, trying to make it 28-7. Kicks up, and it's good. Summertown leads at 28-7. We'll be back in another minute here on the X Sports Network.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Carriers has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay now starting at $20 per hour, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website, southeastcarriers.com, or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or
All right, back at it here on the X Sports Network. Well, Michael.
We'll get it figured out.
Loretto strikes, cuts it to 21-7, and just like that on play number 1 on the next possession, Caleb Powell gets a pitch out off the edge.
That's a good one.
That is. Summertown going for the onside kick. Hoffman's going to recover it.
I mean, he was right at the 45-yard line, and that official saw him. A crafty call right there.
So, we'd said the good news for Loretto is they've scored. They get the ball coming out of halftime. Well,
at this rate, they might not.
Summertown, not only did they only take about 15 seconds to score their touchdown to get their three-possession lead back, but they've also just recovered an onside kick and have got a chance to add to it.
Have you ever seen a kicker get his own?
I think Loretto has actually had that happen once this year at Collinwood. We had our kicker
Usually it is the kicker, Will. Yeah, Summertown just a big jumbled up mess there. As they had, I think their whole offensive line had a false start there. So that's a break if you're Loretto. Make it 1st and 15.
Yeah, backs them up to midfield now.
Michaela Powell's little sister says, "Go Big Bubba, way to go, Mac." Her and Courtney must be at home watching.
Yeah, Powell's had an amazing game tonight. I believe that's his second touchdown of the night. Had the first one and then that last one on that long play.
And if Dillard would have saw him on that pass play,
he would have had a third.
Well, he would have had to have caught it.
Yeah.
When
you're that wide open, those might be harder to catch than when you're covered.
Too much pressure on it. Got time to think about how to miss it. All right, Summertown 1st and 15. Ball at midfield. Dillard under center. Pugh going in motion. Fakes the pitch out to Pugh, and Dillard's going to keep it. Dillard's running left edge. He got the first down. He's going to be shoved out of bounds. Good job pursuing there. Vinny Veloz. Vinny Veloz. Going to push Dillard out of bounds. Save the touchdown.
But again, 23 yards right there. And, I don't think it's necessarily Dillard being exceptionally fast. I mean, this Loretto defense just looks a bit gassed at this point.
Jen McDonough says, "Who the heck is Hayden?" He's going to start calling me Dusty before long.
Nobody's going to know who's calling the game.
Just don't call me Ben. I will take that as a sign of disrespect and an insult.
I hope my key code works Monday morning.
Gonna hand it up the middle. Plowing forward. I think that's clean hard. Can't really tell. Now it's Schaefer. Gonna be a very short game there. Clock's under 4 minutes. I said Jan McDonald. See, I should have had my readers on this John McDonald that said that. Who the heck is Hayden? Well, there's Jan and John. It's both of them.
They're really getting on you now.
Got the whole family coming after me. All right, 3:25 to go. You've got Schaefer, your lone running back. You've got slot. You've in the slot position. You've got Powell. Powell going to go in motion. Dillard's going to keep that one. Gonna plow forward. Not going to have the first down. Good stand there by the Loretto defense. Tell you, calling his name again, Andrew Riley, just kind of waiting patiently, seeing that play develop. And then when he figured out that Dillard was keeping it, he put a helmet on him, kept him from getting a first down. So that'll make it 3rd down and about 5.
And Dillard had been running the ball well. It was good to get him, force a short gain right there.
Yeah, Will, you need to change your scoreboards, 28-7. See, now people are calling you out on there. I'm going to have to quit looking at the comment section. Appreciate the heads up there, Mr. Jennings. Pugh in motion. Pitching it out to Pugh. Looking for a block from Powell.
He's got the corner.
He gets that. Going to hurdle into the end zone as he toe taps down the sideline into the end zone. Colton Pugh for a touchdown. And it'll make it 34-7. 2:20 to go here in the contest. The extra point by Hoffman upcoming.
Man, and just what a run right there. Pugh got to the outside once again and just has that convoy of blockers in front of him. Using that slot back right there. I believe it was Powell got the big block on on the other Powell right there. So, big play right there for Summertown.
Yeah. I tell you, it's just whether you pick your poison, Pugh or Powell, whichever one you want to pitch it out to. It's just both of them got so much speed. Low snap. Dillard picks it up, holds it, kicks up, and it's through. So that's where we are, 35-7, 2:20 to go in the first half. We'll be back in a minute here on the Exports Network.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local.
Back at it here on the Exports Network. Summertown leads at 35-7. If you're just now joining us, 2:20 to go in the first half. This is Clint Brazier along with Michael Marks.
Not Hayden.
No, not Hayden. And Mr. Will Pettis. Will, you got Dusty Sherman, he just cut you down. He said, you're the LeBron of technology. I think you're a lot better than that. I would have said you're the Jordan of technology.
Or at least Larry Bird.
Squibber going to get away, but it's going to be picked up. Trying to bring it back in is number 18, Braden Bennett. He's going to be tackled down at around the 20. All right, I'm going to see some more, and then we're going to shut her off. We'll come back and give some people shout-outs. Crystal Littrell Stanley says, let's go Eagles, watching from Pigeon Forge with Langdon. I'm so sorry, Crystal. Jeff Frank says, cut his pay. I don't know if you're talking about me or you or both. Lawrence County leads at 14-0. Jared Dodson said, where's the excitement from the announcers when Summertown scores? Well, good God, Jared, we've scored about 8 times.
I was about to say that's on you, not me.
I'm trying to be a little bit professional here. It's 35-7. Don't want to kick nobody when they're down. Handing it off to Riley. Good stiff arm. But then he's going to be sought out by a host of Summertown defenders. Pettis, Schaefer, Pugh. And who else was in on that? I believe number 44, James Gray.
Yeah, good run there right there by Riley, taking it to the outside, getting that first stiff arm, and able to get out around the 25, gain of 5 right there.
All right, 2:05 to go. It'll be Loretto's ball coming out of halftime, but you would love to get some points on the board right here.
Yeah, anything. Or make sure Summertown does not get the ball back. That is the big thing.
It seemed like 30 minutes ago we were talking about
Loretto
cutting it 21-7 and getting the ball after halftime, and we've had 4 scores since then.
Yeah, Summertown 3 touchdowns on their last 7 plays on offense.
Going to get a timeout. Loretto wants to talk things over. We'll take it with them. Be back in 30 seconds here on the Exports Network. You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tenakee Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tenakee Properties, licensed.
Back at it here on the X Sports Network. Summertown leads at 35-7. Remind everybody, stay with us. I'm going to be interviewing my buddy, Miss Ashley Rutledge. She's going to be in here giving us a update on Lady Mustang basketball. We're getting ready for basketball season. I know a lot of people are thinking, what the heck is the Summertown announcer going to interview Coach Ashley Rutledge? She's my buddy. That's why.
That's going to be a good one. Yeah, y'all did go to the same high school, and it's not the one. It's not either of the two playing out here.
Okay. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Looking is Lyles. Rolling to his right. Slings it out. Got a man there. That's Thompson. Thompson's had the hot hand on the receptions and the long touchdown for Loretto here in this first half. I think he's going to be just shy of the first down.
Yeah, I think they're only going to give him the 29, so he'll need another yard here on 4th.
Got the Loretto faithful yelling to go for it. And I mean,
this is a dangerous spot, though, because, again, if you lose it, you've given 100 seconds, minute 38 right there to Summertown with a very short field. And Lyles is still out there, so this looks like them going for it, but play clock's at 5. They're going to have to hurry.
Just get it off. Going to hand it off. Pushing forward is Colby Brown.
It's right there.
I think he's going to have it.
I think they gave it to him. This near sideline judge had him at the 30, so that will be enough for a first.
They're going to say move the sticks.
Mr. Rell said move the chains. First down, Mustangs.
Who is the public address?
Lee Haygood.
Is that Lee that used to do Mustangs TV? That's who I thought that was. Lee used to do a great job with Mustangs TV and does just a heck of a job as the public address announcer here for the Loretto Mustangs. Ben Lyles looking to throw. He's got plenty of time. Told his man to go deep. Pumps. Now he's being pursued. Picks up a block. He's got a quick slant out. Complete. John Hanna going to be tackled down. Now we've got a flag coming in late. We'll have to see what this is. We've got a man down for Summertown. I think that's Devin Brooks.
Right now that's a 13-yard completion, but usually where that flag looks like it's in the – got a man downfield.
Called against the Mustangs.
The line of scrimmage was the 34. Nobody was even past the 30 at that point.
Can't see who was down on the far end blocking. That was a running back, right? Well, one, I didn't see anybody on that, but two, I don't know how you make that call in a 35-7 game with under a minute to go.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, nobody was even at the line of scrimmage.
Coach Bryce Glass trying to get an explanation. Doesn't look like Bryce is very happy with what he's hearing. I can't really say I blame him on that one.
And, I mean, if he has to watch this later, that's definitely going to be one he's scratching his head over.
All right, so that'll back things up, make it 1st and 15. Clock's running. We're at 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Remind everybody, stay tuned. Going to be meeting with Coach Ashley Rutledge. We're going to go over our first half tallies and stats with Michael, and then we'll get ready for second half action. Got to be pushing close on this play clock here.
Yep,
and
5 seconds.
Just gets it off. Wow, looking to throw.
Has all day again.
Slings it across the middle, pass isn't there. Schaefer, I think, came in a little late.
And we got a flag
And
coming
now
in
we're
from
gonna
about
get a
30 yards
flag
away.
Coming in from deep.
Pass incomplete. We got a flag on the play.
Yeah, Schaefer's got it. I know it's a rivalry game, and I know your team's up, but Schaefer just a little late on that.
Yeah.
Now watch, they'll call it on Loretto.
They might.
Now, a personal foul on Summertown. That'll give first down and 15 extra yards, 23 seconds to go. And I tell you, Hayden, you've got 23 seconds, 2 timeouts. I'm trying to hook something up with Braden Bennett right here.
Yeah, he's been your big play guy in this game. Him or Thompson, just find one of your speedy receivers on the outside and let them do the rest.
You know, Summertown's only going to rush those 3. He's going to have time to do something with it as well.
You got Thompson in the slot on the near side, Bennett one-on-one at the top of the screen.
Eli Chapman in the backfield with him for protection.
Got him.
Man gets through, going to put him on the run. Looking. Lyles lets one fly. He's got that man, Bennett. Going to go down just shy of the touchdown, but we've got 8.9 seconds to go.
Loretto does have one timeout out. It looks like they just called it there.
I think they're going to have to use it. But what a pitch and catch. And a great job by Braden Bennett. Watch Will's replay here.
And well, play by you calling that. You knew Bennett had to be your deep play guy, and Lyles just lets it rip.
Was that Hoffman that I had said is a big size mismatch? It was. He just got burnt there. But a good job not giving up on it by Hoffman. It saved a touchdown. Ball be on about the 2-yard line. So Loretto trying to.
7.
Oh, 7. Ball be on about the 7-yard line. You got 7 seconds to get 7 yards.
I think you run a little slant play again. That's what you've been, getting those short pass plays, because this isn't a place where you can run it 7 seconds and you're at the 7-yard line. If you don't get in, the half's over.
Yeah.
And Loretto's had a instance of that, so to speak, at Collinwood.
So Loretto only had 1 timeout.
Yes.
They had already used 2. Yeah, so anything that doesn't get in the end zone has got to be an incomplete pass, and it's got to be quick if you want a second chance at it. But this could be big for momentum if you're Loretto. You get a score here, make it 35-14, get the ball coming out of halftime. And it could prove that unsportsmanlike penalty very costly for Summertown.
I would say, because look at what play immediately followed.
It's going to be first and goal for the Mustangs with 7 seconds.
Thought we had a Mustang in a house with us. All right. Lyles in the shotgun. Now Summertown's going to take a timeout.
Well, you can't take them with you.
Talk about it. Just going to see what they've got lined up. All right, Michael, let's just get into it. How nervous are you tomorrow about a Arkansas team that's coming off a pit of misery, but they've got a new head coach that's offensive genius?
Well, they fired all their defensive coaches, and their defensive players weren't very good to begin with. So I don't know what I think the final score will be, but they're definitely going to hit the over on that one.
Well, that's what my expertise was. Well, even if they throw everything at us offensively and we can't stop them, I don't see how they can stop us.
Yeah. I would say they gave up 56 points to Notre Dame. Now, Notre Dame has a good offense this year, but
of course, college kids are dumb.
Yeah.
And they may be looking ahead to Alabama as well. That's one of my biggest concerns.
Well, and now I'm thinking, is Alabama
looking ahead and going to overlook Missouri? And you better not,
because they could very well beat you tomorrow.
I think this college football season, as we've said on Exports Live, just shows there shouldn't be any rankings till about week 8.
Yeah. I mean, because at one point, Penn State was number 3 2 weeks ago.
Well, the 1 and 2 ranked teams starting out are not ranked now.
Yep.
Back to throw. Lyles scrambling. Throws it. Going to be broken away. We'll see if it's a hold or if it's on Summertown. If it's a hold on Loretto, that'll be the end of the quarter. I don't know.
It says there's half a second left.
I can't believe there's 0.6 seconds to go. Good job by the clock runner here.
Find an extra play. But now they're going to be at the 17-yard line, so they're going to have to make up for it. Hey, Loretto, 73 yards on this drive already, have looked really good on offense, and this play coming up will be their will make it their longest drive of the game plays-wise, too, with play number 6.
Summertown had some miscommunication on subbing and who they wanted in, who they want out. So they're going to have to take another timeout. Coach, I promise we'll get timeout and I get to talk to you here in a minute.
This last play is taking 20 minutes.
Let's see, what do we got coming up for both squads? Next week, I know Summertown goes to Richland. I think me and the big fella, me and Dusty, are going to be on that call.
That should be a pretty good one. Richland's been a very good team this year in 1A.
Loretto, you'll be making that. You going to be making that trip to Adamsville,
yeah,
Michael?
And then I'm driving to Knoxville that same night. So.
Good God, you're going West Tennessee to East Tennessee.
Yeah, I'll cover the whole state that night.
There you go. Get you some. Boy, what if it's be in my early 20s to do that again. But
give me a Red Bull and pray.
There you go. Then Loretta's going to Bolivar Central.
Yep, and that's an even further drive
My
west.
gosh, did Ashley Rutledge make y'all schedule?
I'm not going to say anything because I'm going to tell you, I'm in swinging distance. So
Summertown at Richland next week, then Riverside at home, and then they have to make that trip to Adamsville. So both these county squads having to go to West Tennessee for that matchup. All right, one more play before half.
Loretto at the 17.
I was in the shotgun. Got it. Looking. Rolling to his left. Got time. Now he's being pursued. Slings it back across his body. Broken up. And I think that will take us to halftime. Summertown leads it 35-7. We'll be back in 1 minute meeting with Coach Ashley Rutledge here on the X Sports Network.
Welcome to my newest listing.
Let's go! Let me show you 4 keys to the game to get this win. Number 1 is this beautiful kitchen. The second key to the game is this primary suite with its own sunroom with a double vanity and large bathroom. Number 3, this large carport as well as this large front porch. And number 4 is this beautiful fenced property with the pond and the beautiful barn. So don't fumble on this property. Give me a call, Stacy Springer, 931-242-9263.
All right, welcome back. Halftime, Summertown leads at 35-7. We'll go over stats and numbers with Michael here in just a moment. For right now, I want to get with my friend, Coach Ashley Rutledge. Coach, how are we doing?
I'm good, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. Just wanted to get you up here because this may be my last time calling a ball game at Loretto, and I wanted to talk to my buddy and see how.
We do not believe it's your last time.
Well, listen, I told Will after this football season, I'm as needed, and he better really need me.
Okay. Okay.
But we've got some really good guys that are taking over basketball that'll be at all the games and stuff too. But I wanted to talk to you about your squad. I know you're replacing a lot. I know you've got some coming off some injuries. I know that it's a new season. What are you looking for out of your squad? Because it's almost here. Middle school will be starting before long.
Yep. Middle school starts in about a week. Well, we lost about 31 points from last year, so that's a pretty big dent in the offense. But,
hard to replace.
Yeah. Allie Weathers averaged about 21 and Libby about 10.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll just have to be a more balanced scoring team. But we've been working hard in preseason, doing a lot of running, and I really like our squad coming up this year. I think they're going to be a lot of fun to watch. We got to keep everybody healthy because we've had a freshman go with hip surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Kinley tore meniscus. I've had another injury. I'm sitting here thinking, I've lost my train of thought.
Right.
But we've had some injuries that were coming through. So, but camp was fun. It was competitive. Our new district, it's going to be competitive. That's how we need it, though.
Yeah. Well, you're getting a new district this year. What do you know? What are you expecting? Because, it still hasn't set into me that we're going to pass Lewis County and go all the way to Community, Cascade, and all those. But
I'm going to share my Venmo if anybody wants to send me some cash for gas and trips and eat and all that because we're traveling a lot.
Well, literally the closest district game that Summertown and Loretto have is each other.
Yeah. But, no, it's going to be competitive. I think, honestly, this district, it's up for grabs. It's not like the past several years where is it going to be Summertown, is it going to be Loretto? But it's up for grabs, which I think is going to be good. for our squad to be competitive, to say, hey, you have to show up every night.
Mhm.
You can't have any off nights and things like that. But I am getting to coach against my former high school coach,
Mhm.
Coach John Wild at
Yeah,
Forest. So
yeah.
this will be neat.
You and Coach Jeremy Jean.
I know, and Coach Tips. I
Yeah.
mean, he's on the boys' side. But so I'm excited about that, too. That'll be fun.
Well, with that said, I want to give a lot of credit to you and Coach Jeremy Jean, because I've always told people, you realize how good of coaches you are because you pretty much, when it's Summertown, Loretto, you know you're having a war. But to be able to keep your team ready to play, because y'all haven't had very competitive games in the district besides each other, but you're always there and ready to compete. Two teams both going, you guys making that run in the state tournament last year, Summertown also getting there as well. I think we're pretty blessed with coaches in this county, and especially on the north and the south end. So
yeah, I would agree with that. I think everybody, the coaches on north and south end, like just speaking about us, like we're all in. No matter what sport it is, you've got coaches that really love what they're doing. So it is a blessing to work around people like that.
And again, folks, that wasn't a shot at me and Ashley's alma mater, because I'm planning on actually calling.
No.
I'm planning on calling some basketball games for Lawrence County this
year.
year.
You said north and south
Yes,
end, so
yes,
I was just
yes.
feeding off what you said.
Yes, and I was not Wendy is, and she's all right, I guess. But
oh yeah.
But no, we're very blessed all through the county. But yeah, that was just a shout out I wanted to give you and Coach Jeremy Jean and Coach Wes Long and Coach Greg Tips. I mean, I think the boys' side maybe a little bit more have been a little bit more competitive.
Oh yeah.
Than the girls' side, but. Still, when it comes region time, when it comes sub-state time, you guys take care of business, and that's hard to do. I've had 3 daughters that went through it, and it was pretty much the same way then. So, So, Coach, good luck, except for when you're playing Summertown.
Oh yeah.
And
let me give a shout out to, I have a lone senior this year, Jessie Chance. She is really, man, I wish you could have seen her on the powder puff. I mean, we should have a flag football team.
Right.
She was unreal, the catches she was making today. But she's worked really hard, and she's helped lead our team. Sophie Weathers, Allie Augustine have also helped. Just like that, those three have really stepped up and been vocal in our preseason stuff. And
Allie Augustine's one I'm really looking forward to watching.
Yeah. Now, her knee was hurt. That's the one, I said we did have a knee injury. She didn't really have surgery or anything, but she's been trying to get past that knee injury. Then we have a really good freshman class coming in. I mean, there will be some growing pains, but there's some talent there and some grit. I'm excited about that group too.
Yeah. It's not regroup, just reload. Reload.
That's right.
All right. Well, that's Coach Ashley Rutledge. Coach, thank you so much for visiting with us. It's good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you,
We'll
too.
be back in a few minutes getting ready for second half action, going over stats numbers here on the Exports Network.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasure.
How about it, fans? How about the Summertown Eagle Band? Great job, Summertown Eagle Band. Good Good evening, ladies and gentlemen entering the field. Please welcome the 2025 Loretto High School Marching Band. This year's production is titled Canvas of Colors. Join us as we explore an artist adding colors to a canvas one by one. Musical selections will include Walking on Sunshine, Golden Hour, Pink Panther, Colors of the Wind, I'm Blue, and Fire. Loretto Mustang Band, you may take the field in exhibition.
store. Starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day. Head on over to your favorite Quick Mart store and start your day out right.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Back at it here on the Exports Network. Michael, get any first half stats for us you want to share, my friend?
Yeah, I'll pull those up real quick.
Second place to the
There you go.
There we go. So Loretto's drives there. First play, 3 plays, -2 yards, and an interception. Mustangs only the one scoring drive. 24 total plays in the first half, 134 total yards. 5.5 yards a play is not bad, but you look, Loretto has been really doing it off the chunk plays. Summertown, though, 28 plays, 276 yards, and I believe every single one of them's on the ground, and 9.8 yards per play. So it has really just been Summertown. And they haven't had as many of those big gashing plays. I mean, they've had their fair share, but it's not like they're just breaking off a couple of runs that kind of skew their stats, so to speak.
Yeah, Pugh and Powell, especially turning the edge. Those are the chunk plays there. But you know, you got to give a lot of credit there, especially to quarterback Ben Lyles and number 18 Braden Bennett. You know, he called his number, played a lot of pitch and catch, and those two put together, I don't know how much total yards those two are responsible for, but it's got to be most of that 136.
Yeah, it does feel like that way. And the big thing that Lyles has done a good job of tonight up to this point is limiting the turnovers. He's had a bit of an interception bug that's caught him in the first half of some games. Only one in this game so far, so we'll see if he can keep that up in the second half.
All right, Loretto will be receiving the kickoff here, traveling right to left. Not going to try the squibber that time. Let's see if Loretto's going to let that one. It didn't go out of bounds. Thought it was going to get a good break there, but either way, it's going to be a good return so far for Braden Bennett. He broke a couple.
He was an ankle tackle away from probably taking that one all the way. He got a good cut-up field, but just got tripped up.
Give a shout out. I know we had some folks kind of unhappy that we didn't show all of the halftime performances for the band. Well, folks, we got to have a break every once in a while, too. Especially, yeah, we got to pay some sponsors too. But we got a good job on Will showing what he could of the band performances. Update, Lawrence County's up 14-0 at Dixon County.
Yeah, it looks like they just got the ball back, too. Actually, it looks like they did get the ball
on
back.
Offense. All right, Loretto trying to get things going here in this second half. Lyles in the shotgun, looking back. He's got time. Now now pocket collapse. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Ben Lyles going to take off.
Got about 13 or 14
I think he's going to get a first down and then some. Runs out right in front of Coach Dan Winfrey and the Summertown staff. Going to move the chains. So good positive yards there on first down.
It looks like Loretto coming out aggressive on offense. They're really trying to air it out.
In the shotgun is Lyles. Fakes the handoff to Brown. Now looking deep. He's got his man.
Pitch and catch right there to Bennett.
Pitch and catch again to Braden Bennett. Just that slant across. And, I mean, I'm telling you what, Ben Lyles, sophomore, he throws that thing. It looks like a BB going across there.
Yeah, he's really slinging it tonight. And, this is the most he's targeted Bennett all season. Proud to see that he's finding a second receiver other than Thompson.
Quick handoff there to Eli Chapman. Chapman's broke a couple of tackles. Going to plow forward, gain of about 4 on first down. So good positive yards there on first down. And that's what you want to see, Michael. Nothing going backwards where you're having them go third and long.
Yeah, anything forward, even if it's just a yard or two. You can't have negative plays and penalties that's slowing down drives.
Loretto in the hurry up. No huddle. Here goes Lyles, rolling to his left. Got time. Now he's going to sling one up.
Uh-oh.
Receiver stumbles a little bit, but it overthrows everybody. As Pettis for Summertown stretches out, but he can't come up with it. Be an incomplete pass. Make it 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, it looked like Loretto running some hitch routes right there, and Thompson broke off his route to try to get open and just wasn't able to get under that one. I tell you, Jake Pettis tried to lay out to make the play.
No, Will can't criticize it. If it had been a touchdown if Will was out there on defense. Back to throw. Lowry. Slant across the middle, looking for his man. Couldn't hook up there with Andrew Riley. Andrew Riley coming on a wheel route out of the backfield there. And it was there as he got behind Pugh, but just a little too low and a little too much of a line drive led him a little too much.
Well, Lyles is used to throwing to Thompson and Bennett, both guys that are 6'3",
right.
6'4", 6'5", and then Riley not as big out of the backfield, just overshot him a little bit.
So 4th down and 6. Loretto's going to keep their offense on the field, and Michael, I feel like you got to right now.
Yeah, at this point, it's a 28-point game. You got to try to put something on the board.
Lowry takes the handoff, slant across the middle, hooks up there with Riley. Depending on the spot and the extra push.
And I think they got him a yard short.
According to the man on the Summertown side, I think it's going to be short. Michael, you've called all the Loretto games this year. How many measurements have you seen?
We had one last week at Parsons, and that was the first I've seen this season.
I think we've had 2.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. If it's close enough, they just say,
wave it on.
Yeah, you're good.
So it will be a turnover on downs.
And that's the 3rd time that Loretto's had a drive into that way. Curious to see what Summertown does coming out of the half, because this is, I believe, their biggest lead they had coming out of halftime. May have been a little larger at Scotts Hill, but.
Dillard on the option, pitches it out to Powell. I think Powell going to get shoved out of bounds, maybe a gain of 1. If it is, it's a short one.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they gave him a yard there out to the 39, so.
Yeah, that kind of running that option. They faked the handoff. Dillard kind of didn't leave there on the short side of the field there. Couldn't really get that expanded out to turn the edge there, Michael. So we'll do it again, kind of a bunch formation for the Eagles. Pugh going in motion. Going to hand it straight forward. I think that's Klinghardt.
Yeah, it looked like he got about 2 or 3 on the ground right there with that one. I think we'll have third and 6.
Officials calling timeout. I think they're wanting the clock to stop, but I don't know what this official stoppage is. I mean, they were.
Okay.
Mr. Ralph is setting the game clock back to 10:20.
All right, so about 40 more seconds on the clock.
I guess they never stopped and Powell ran out of bounds on play number 1.
Must have been.
I didn't notice it myself. But you've got Summertown where you want them if you're Loretto. Make it 3rd and long. Summertown not a passing team. So you feel like Summertown's going to have to pick up 6 yards on the ground.
Yep.
We've seen Dillard try to throw, but it's been unsuccessful, I think, all 3 or 4 tries. So we'll see what Summertown dials up here. You got Cleanheart in the backfield.
Summertown does have 280 rushing yards right now, though.
Pugh in motion, going to pitch it out to Pugh. Mount Pleasant does a good job cutting that edge off that time.
Ran him out at the 32.
Just going to drive Pugh out of bounds.
Yeah, since he got pushed out going backwards,
they're going to keep the
clock
running.
Number 16, Vinny Belows.
So they put it to 34.
Summertown going to have to punt this away. Tell you what, that's the first time you've really saw Loretto really sell out on that pitch out, and they were not going to, even if the first man had missed, there was not going to be close to a first down, Michael.
Yeah, and that's the first drive of the game for Summertown that actually ended up in negative yardage. So a big stop right there for the Mustangs coming out of the half.
Hoffman on the punting away. He's got to get it away quick. Almost gets blocked. It's going to be a high wounded duck, but a good result. Going to get a good bounce for Summertown. Going to go across the 30. And Summertown's got a couple of players down. They jump up. Now we've got a flag back, and I didn't see Hoffman's limping, so I don't know if he got hit. I don't know what's going to be the call.
But it's down close to the punter, so not sure what we got. I would say it may have been a rough in the punter or running into the kicker, one of those calls with where that flag is down.
We'll just have to wait and see, folks.
Yeah, looks like he's still trying to decide what it is himself. Yeah, it's down at the 24-yard line of Summertown.
All right, so running into the kicker, I think that's only a
That's only
5 yard
Yeah.
call. So will they tack the 5 on to the end of where the punt ended up?
Yeah, it looks like that is what they're going to do. And honestly, that may have been a better option for Summertown, just back Loretto up even more.
I don't think he wanted to re-kick that.
No.
As much pressure as Loretto got in on that.
Well, and the trouble Loretto's had with long drives, they got all the way down pretty close to the end zone before half. That was their longest drive of 7 plays, but a 6-play one to come out of the half, but really nothing going after that.
All right, so Loretto forcing a 3 and out, getting the ball back. 9:04 to go. They trail 35-7 to Summertown. Ben Lyles trying to get something going.
Keeps it.
Going to keeps that one. Going around right edge, cutting it back up the middle. It's good positive yards, close to a first down.
I'd say close to the 32. I don't know if that far side official is going to give it to him. Nope, just the 31. It's a 9 right there.
Say he went down just a little shy of where he ended up, but good positive first down run.
And Lyles is sneaky athletic with his legs. I mean, we don't see him use them a whole lot, but when he does, it's been effective.
Lyles in the shotgun again. He got Summertown to jump in the neutral zone. They do snap it. I think that's going to be center for Loretta's. Yeah.
I would say that was a heads-up play by the center for Loretto to snap that one as soon as he jumped off sides.
I think he thought he'd messed up. He actually did an excellent decision.
Yeah, and that picks Loretto up a first down.
Summertown a little antsy there. Ready to get into it again. First down, 10. Ball at 35. Lyles fakes the handoff. Looking, now slings it across the middle. Threw it behind his intended receiver and John Hanna.
That wasn't a bad play design right there. A little fake to the flat to Thompson, and then you have Hannah over top. Just too much pressure on Lyles for him to be able to make an accurate throw.
Yeah, hard throw, rolling to your left and trying to throw it back across the field to the right. So clock will stop, 8-12. Ball on the 35. Second down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Got one-on-one coverage here at the bottom.
And Chapman in the backfield. He's usually in there for pass protection, and he is. Plenty of time is Lyles. Looking.
Summertown is rushing 2 guys. They're not letting Lyles fire this one.
Going to get the pass going to be completed, but I think he's going to be out of bounds when it was caught. So we'll stop the clock, do it again, make it third down and 10. We do have some laundry on the field, so we'll see what this is about. Illegal man.
Yeah, just unforced penalties. And
do you accept this if you're Summertown?
Yeah, you got Bearden right there at the 40-yard line.
I think Summertown declined it, kept it 3rd and 10 instead of 2nd and 15.
That's probably more beneficial towards Summertown.
Especially when you got a gunslinger back there in Ben Lyles. He's got Chapman beside him again. Pocket collapses. Lyles running to his right, slings it out. Got a man. That's Riley.
And
he's pushed out of bounds and around the 44-yard line. Just a good pitch and catch. Andrew Riley gets behind Summertown's defense.
Yeah, 24 yards right there on the catch, and a big play right there. Riley hasn't been too big of a threat with his arm this year, or with his receiving this year, but a big play right there.
Looking left is Lyles. Now he's looking back right. Got plenty of time looking for his intended receiver in Braden Bennett. That's been his go-to. That pass going to be broken up. I don't know that he could have caught it in bounds.
It would have been close right there on that sideline.
But it's a great pitch. It's the matchup you want, one-on-one with a much shorter defender. Yeah. As Bradley Hoffman, the kicker, trying to defend Braden Bennett, and that's just a mismatch. I think it looks like Hoffman's going to swap up. I think Pugh's going to go to that side. I think Hoffman's coming to this side.
Well, Hoffman on John Hannah would be a much more a better size matchup for him.
All right, Lyles looking for something from the sideline. I think now maybe he's got it.
Got 5 seconds on the play clock.
And he gets it off. Going to hand it off to Brown. Brown going to push forward. Good run there.
Looks like he got 4.
Make it third manageable. But either way, you're in 4-down territory. So you don't have to get a first down on this play. You just need to get positive yards.
Yeah, you just got to keep moving forward. And that was a good, audible into that run play right there, Colby Brown. We haven't seen him run a whole lot tonight, but when he does, it's been pretty effective, getting 3 or 4 yards a carry.
All right.
Summertown got everybody pushed up within really the first down marker.
And goes in motion. They're going to fake the handoff. Now we're going to run the option. Going to pitch it out to Dylan Thompson.
He's still fighting.
He made something out of nothing there as he just kept plowing forward. Referee's going to blow it dead. Going to be shy of the first down. It's going to make it 3rd and very manageable. 4th and manageable.
So they gave him 4 right there on the carry. So if Loretto does elect to go for it right here, this will be their longest play-wise drive of the game at 8 plays. If you need 2 yards, what do you do here for Loretto?
Well, I tell you what, Lyles looked good when it collapsed, just running for it. But he's going to swing it out to the right side. Broken up. Good defensive move by Axel Heatherly, freshman for Summertown. Defensive end just kind of dropped back in coverage and followed the out route and just broke it up. It's going to be a turnover on downs for Loretto. But I tell you, there's positive things out of it. It just hasn't capitalized to keep them on the field.
Yeah, and that's the 4th time Loretto's turned it over on downs in this game. It's been a struggle. Now, that was their longest drive, and they had some positive yardage, but just a couple of those incomplete passes and the loss of 1 or 2 right there on a run, those are things that can really kill a drive.
I'm looking for Summertown, even if they don't get a first down out of it, Michael, run clock.
Yeah.
Now watch this pass.
That's what I've been so surprised of. Is I've heard all your stories of Summertown controlling the clock, and it feels like Loretta's had the ball 90% of the time.
They're going to hand it off to Klingard. Not going to get much there. Pushes forward, maybe a short 2 or a long 1. Gets it to the 40.
Yeah, it was a good tackle there. Logan Long and I believe Colby Brown was in there with him as well on the stop. Pair of seniors right there.
2nd down and 8. We're approaching the 6-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. It's still in the 3rd quarter, it looks like, in Dixon County, too.
Yes, it's 14-3. Lawrence County still with the lead.
Dillard going to keep that one on the read, going to push forward, get close to around the 45. Pickup of about 4.
Yeah, it looks like they're about halfway through the 3rd quarter in that one as well.
Shout out to Miss Hannah Lindsay, says she's watching. Miss Jane Elizabeth Richardson Simbeck is watching as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Showing we got 50 viewers. That's went down since the start, but 35-7 game does that sometimes.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. looking elsewhere.
3rd and 4. Summertown trying to pick up their first down of this half. Dillard's going to keep that one. Makes a man miss, then he's going to go out of bounds across at around the 35. Really first positive thing Summertown's had here in this 2nd half, but they've got something working now.
Yeah, big run right there. And Dillard has done a really good job on some of these keepers going down the sideline.
Big week of college football this weekend, folks. Even a bigger one next weekend. Hopefully, Tennessee and Alabama can play each other 5-1, and Georgia and Ole Miss can play each other. Both Georgia 5-1 and Ole Miss undefeated. So you got a pretty good showdown. Got a good showdown this weekend in the Big Ten.
Yeah, Indiana and Oregon.
Plowing forward. I think that's Schaefer got in with that handoff back in the contest. He's going to plow forward. And it was.
They got him the 30-yard line right there. Good gain.
Elijah Schaefer on the carry, going to be brought down by number 68, Blaze Thompson.
And Michael, we didn't get to talk about it. Luckily, the Titans somehow
they won a football game.
I don't know if they won a football game, but they had one gave to them.
I would say they ended up with more points on the
That's
scoreboard. Right. And, boy, talking about the Cardinals today, man, if you blow a 4th quarter 2-possession lead to the Titans, you deserve it.
And it may happen in this game. Going to hand it off. That's Schaefer again. He fumbles it. That's going to turn that over to Loretto.
It was like a reverse announcer jinx right there.
Well,
you said it and it happened.
Well, not that. What I was going to say was how in the highlight reel era and the blooper reel era, how does it keep happening that players let go of the football before they get in the end zone in a celebration?
I don't know. And I was talking about it with my girlfriend. We had just watched the Chad Powers debut on Hulu, and that was the whole premise of the show right there. And then it happened in the NFL 2 days later. So I don't know how they let this keep happening.
All right. So Summertown had something going, but fumble by Schaefer is going to give it back to Loretto. Lowry back to work again. Rolling to his right. Got a flag coming in. Probably going to be a hold. Lowry's going to plow forward, go out of bounds, get about 4 out of it.
Yeah, Ben had no time to throw right there, immediately feeling the pressure, and tried to scramble around and get another holding against Loretto.
Yeah, it will be holding. We'll back it up 10 yards from that spot of that foul.
And now they go from 1st and 10 at the 25 to 1st and 20 at the 15.
I tell you, if this team, one, they got to get a little bit older, but they start cleaning some things up, because how many drives have they started either with a sack or a penalty in this contest?
Maybe all of them, if not pretty close. It feels like first down has not gone their way all night.
Lyles with Chapman beside him. Going to roll. Chapman is protector. Still looking. Now slings it across. In through the hand. Just led Riley just a little too much. Andrew Riley dove out for it. Hits him in the hands, but he can't hold on to it. That'll stop the clock. 4:07. I don't know if the clock ever started. I think it was at 4:07. But make it 2nd down and 20.
From Dixon, it looks like Dixon County getting in the end zone.
Yeah, fixing to kick the extra point to make it 4.
And it gets blocked.
I think that extra point got blocked or whiffed. But
14-9 there in Dixon.
Got a ball game in Dixon. Lyles out of the shotgun again, rolling to his right this time. Looking. Slings it across, intercepted. Summertown's got it. Going to go out of bounds. Let's see. I couldn't tell who that was. Was that Heatherly? Was that Axel Heatherly?
Yeah, I believe
Number
it was.
7. See, Axel Heatherly, freshman, really having to step up after Summertown's 2 big losses with Austin Reed and Andrew Tupper.
Yeah, what a play right there by the freshman. Able to come in and get an interception like that in a rivalry game is huge. And, that just – Summertown trying to amplify their lead right here. They have not been very successful in the second half. 3 plays, -5 yards, and a punt. And then that last drive, they got 40 yards, but ended in a fumble.
Yeah, we instead of offsetting penalties, we got offsetting turnovers.
Yeah.
We're right back where we were. Dillard under center. Going to hand it off. Going to plow forward. I think that's Klinghardt that's got in there now. We got some extracurriculars going on, too, after that one.
Yeah, it looks like some jawing going on between the two teams. And, sometimes tensions can boil over in games like this, and especially for Loretto, you come in and this such an important game, homecoming, this, that, and the other, and it's just not gone well.
I think we're going to get it on both teams. Going to offset. So I just said it, offsetting turnovers. Now we got offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. So.
What a night. What
Get
a
it
night.
all.
We'll see what we got here on the replay.
I think it was just when Klinghardt went down. I think we just had some push and shoving and
Yeah.
probably some talking.
There may have been a right thrown in there somewhere, but you didn't hear that from me.
All right, make it 2nd and 8. Dillard under center. Klinghardt is lone running back. Dillard going to keep it on the read. Good job by Loretto snuffing that out. They stayed home and didn't go after the pitch man and Hoffman, and Dillard turned it up. It's a very short game.
I will say the amount that Summertown has run this option, I think Loretto's gotten more familiar with it, and they've done a much better job in the second half shutting it down.
Well, Summertown's running it to the short side of the field. I've never been a big fan of that, running an option to the short side of the field. But Will's heard me say this bunch, Michael. The next football game I coach will be the first one that I coach.
You and me both.
So I'd say when Coach Dan Winfrey wants my advice, he'll ask for it. All right, Summertown needing 5. Definitely in 4-down territory. Going to hand it off to Powell in the end around. Powell makes a couple of miss, going to get the first down and then some. Boy, Powell was a shoestring tackle away there from getting his 3rd. Would it be 3rd touchdown of the night?
That would be his 3rd. I believe Lawrence County just threw an interception, so Dixon County has it now early in the 4th quarter there.
Trying to mount a comeback is Dixon County. I think we've got a player down for Loretto. He's holding the back of his –
Yeah.
Oh, is it Summertown player down? I got you.
It looks like a Loretto player trying to help him stretch that cramp out.
See, there is good sportsmanship, even if it is Summertown Loretto. All right, we're going to take this injury time out. We'll come back and get ready for the 4th quarter here in just a moment on the X Sports Network.
A Moment in Real Estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
Make your property rock and roll with services from GNS.
All right, back at it, coming out of the injury timeout. I think that was Colton Pugh for Summertown, but I think he's okay. Looked like he was trying to stretch out a cramp. It'll be first down. Summertown marching toward the goal line.
And he's in.
Going to get in. Let's see who was on that carry. Schaefer. So Schaefer going to redeem himself after that fumble. Schaefer going to get in the end zone. Comes up a little gingerly, but that'll extend a lead 41-7. Summertown strikes first. Took a while. Took a lot longer than it did in the first half, Michael, but Summertown draws first blood here in the second half. With 2:15 to go, Summertown leads at 41-7.
Yeah.
The extra point by Hoffman upcoming.
It was a bit of an ugly start to the second half for Loretto. Your drives have ended 2 turnovers on downs and then an interception. And then for Summertown, a punt, a fumble, and then finally punching that one in. So with this extra point, it's running clock time.
Low snap. Dillard's just trying to save it and trying to make his way to the edge of the end zone. And he does hit the pylon, so not a planned 2-point conversion, but Summertown will pick it up, make it 43-7. We'll be back in a moment here on the Exports Network.
Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Looking to transform your home or commercial space? Lawrenceburg Flooring is your local stop for flooring, tile, and custom blinds. From sleek hardwoods and waterproof LVP to stunning ceramic and water jet tile, we've got the styles, colors, and prices to fit every taste and budget. With financing options available, visit Lawrenceburg Flooring today, where your design dreams become reality. Your floors, your style, we've got you covered.
$43-7 is your score. 2:15 to go here in the third quarter. Summertown will be kicking off to Loretto Mustangs here at homecoming. Let's see, who was our homecoming queen? Was Anna Kate Cheatham? You know what's amazing, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
She dates a Summertown boy.
Ooh, I wouldn't say that too loud.
That's and the worst part is it's Will's son. But also big, let's see, who was our, Mason Tidwell was our homecoming queen for the little, that's what I said, isn't it? I said king. No, Mason Tidwell's homecoming king, and I tell you, it sure doesn't feel right not seeing him out here slinging that ball at quarterback. And that's nothing against Ben Lyles, but I know this squad sure misses him.
Well, that's a senior quarterback that's played for 3 years versus a freshman or a sophomore that didn't even get to play his first freshman year because of an injury.
Right.
So, essentially Lyles is a freshman out here.
Yeah. Got some confusion. We're going to get a timeout by Loretto. They're going to want to talk things over. We'll run a few more ads and get back here on the Exports Network.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V12.
All right, back at it. 1:28 to go here in the third. Coming out of the timeout, Loretto tried to talk some things over here. Be first and 10. Lyles just going to keep it on the quarterback keeper. And out to the left side, going to be slung down by a host of Summertown players, but not until before he gets a 4-yard pickup on first down.
That was a good run out there by Lyles, following in his running back, Colby Brown, former offensive lineman, so he knew he was safe running behind him and was able to pick up 4 out there.
We're under a minute in the third. In the pistol. Lyles with Brown right behind him. Going to hand it to Brown. Brown coming off left tackle.
Oh, man.
Takes one player down with him. Going to be shy of the first down, but it's going to be third and very short.
Yeah, got 5 right there, so make it, again, 3rd and 1. And Schaefer right there, that's the first time I've seen him get hit tonight and go backwards.
He actually hit Schaefer and James Gray, and both of them went backwards. Same formation. Got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Pistol formation. You got Brown right behind Lyles.
And this probably will be the last play of the quarter. Well, barring an incompletion.
Unless it's incomplete. Slung across, and it will be incomplete. Overthrows everybody trying to hit Dylan Thompson. That'll stop the clock. No, the clock won't stop because we've got a running clock with the score. So that will take us to the 4th and final frame. We'll be back in a few minutes here on the X Sports Network.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner.
All right, back at it. Pistol formation again.
No, I think we're going to get an untimed down here last play of the 3rd.
Oh.
And surprisingly, I've had 4 or 5 of those this year.
Trying to get the sack was clean hard. That's going to throw an interception.
And we got another couple of flags coming in, so going to have some more events before this 3rd quarter finally comes to an end.
Yeah, the clock is running as though it's the 4th quarter, but I'm pretty sure that was the last play of the 3rd quarter
I think
that we just saw.
Yeah, I believe so. And we got personal foul against Loretto. 2 flags came in, I guess just that one penalty.
All right, so was it an interception?
Yeah, those flags came in after the play. So,
but I'm saying was he in bounds?
Well, it seems like they're moving it from midfield, which is around where he got that interception.
But I'm going to be honest with you. Between the quarter change, the penalty.
Yeah, he was inbound, so they have him marked at the 49 of Summertown.
I feel like Bob Uecker right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. Had to be a little extracurricular, I'd say.
Well, it was against Loretto, and it didn't look like there were a whole lot of Mustang players in the area. So we'll see what the call is from the White Hat. So yeah, it is a personal foul against Loretto. Are we finally going to end up in the 4th quarter is the question.
All right, so we should swap fields. Summertown should be
heading right to left.
They've got the ball marked at around the 36. So after the 15 yards, I think that math should add up
to where Summertown would be to start this
after
4th
the
quarter.
interception and then the personal foul. But I went to school at Lawrence County High School, so my math's not always the best. Poor Miss Campbell. She tried her best with me, Will.
And my mom's a math teacher here, so if I get my adding up wrong, I'm doing bad advertising for Loretto's math department.
Poor Miss Campbell, God bless her soul. She had me for Algebra 2, and I just never could get Algebra 2. I failed it the first – we did the block schedule, and so the first half of the year I failed it. So I had to take it again the second half of the year. And at the end of the year, she said, well, you failed it again. But I'm just going to give you a passing grade so you can go to geometry. She said, a lot of kids do better in geometry. I said, do you think I'll be one of them? She said, nope.
She was just tired of you.
She said, but you ain't never going to get this. Okay, waiting on referees. Maybe now we're set to go. When they start this clock, it shouldn't stop, I think, unless a team calls a timeout.
Or an injury.
Or an injury.
So, yeah, it is ticking.
Summertown got all new personnel in the contest. Got Peyton Powell in there at quarterback. Going to pitch it out to our kicker, Bradley Hoffman. Got flags coming in from everywhere.
So that's going to be, what, maybe the second or third penalty on Summertown this game? I mean,
I think we had about 9 holding calls on that on this young Eagles squad that's out here going to finish up this fourth quarter. I did say that right, didn't I, Will? That is, yeah, Peyton Powell, number 2, sophomore quarterback. So back that up 10 yards.
And I feel like that's been a big key to the success for Summertown tonight is not having those first down penalties, not having a 24-yard run called back from a holding, just little plays like that that have hurt Loretto tonight and haven't been as big of a problem for Summertown.
All right. Your center, Powell's going to hand it off. Not a whole lot there. Couldn't see the number on the running back we've got in. Let's see when he gets up. Let's see. Who is that, Will? Is that number 6? Tajon White, freshman. Kind of stood up there at the line of scrimmage, so no gain there. Make it second down and 20.
Oh, looks like they gave him a yard there.
Well, I didn't see it. The scoreboard didn't see it. Dixon County has taken a 1-point lead.
Yeah, 15-14.
Over Lawrence County.
And I believe they'll have an extra point. They'll probably go for 2 right here to make it a 3-point game.
Taking their sweet time is Summertown.
We're already under 10 minutes.
Powell going to hand that one off to White again. Nothing doing.
May have gotten that yard there, but I don't know. It looked like that was another stand-up.
Ball will stay at the 45.
And it looks like Loretta's running about a bunch of the younger guys out there too.
Yeah, I think both squads are kind of conceding, trying to stay
healthy.
Some legs and ready for next week's matchup. But, you know, let's just get into it, Michael. I know we've got 9 minutes and a run clock. Still a lot of game left in this, but I'm just going to tell you, Bryce Glass is going to be okay.
Yeah.
I've seen enough out of this bunch with their quarterback, with their receiving core, with their defense, that I've seen enough out of the middle school down here at South Lawrence that they're going to be okay.
Yeah, and that's what I feel like, you know, I don't exactly know what the temperature is with the fan base, but everything's going to be all right here. I mean, you know, I get it's hard to see this after the team they had 2 years ago, but that was one of the best teams that will ever come through this county, that Loretto team that went 10-0. And you know, this team just doesn't have the same caliber of athletes, and that's nothing against the kids here. They were just a good group that came through a couple years ago.
And honestly, you're replacing maybe 2 of the best athletes in the state in this division.
Yeah, I would say with Tibble and Reynolds were preseason All-State back in January.
Hoffman and the special teams unit, first string special team units come back on for Summertown to punt that one away, but that's just because we don't have a second team. And they'll punt it away, and Loretto will take over.
That was a really good punt. I think that landed right inside the 10. Yeah, they got him at the 9, so really good punt right there from Hoffman.
Will's eagle eye camera views he's got in the end zone and the pylon cameras that he does. Loretto, Summertown folks, if you see Will Pettis out, make sure you thank him for all he does, because we couldn't have a lot of this stuff covered if it wasn't for his hard effort.
I mean, look at this drone shot right here. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Look at the crowd, the field, everything.
Well, but what people don't realize, there's a lot of these middle school volleyball tournaments. There's a lot of
Oh, yeah.
Stuff that Will don't even have to go to. He don't have kids in middle school anymore, but he's there covering all of it for you. So, folks, if you see him out, thank him for it.
Looks like that was Jaden Lashley on the rush.
Yeah, got a new host of offensive players as well, as Michael just said. Jaden Lashley, sophomore running back, picked up a couple.
I think Vinny Velo's in at quarterback now, the backup.
Clock approaching 7 minutes. Got a running clock here. It's a 30-point lead in the second half. I think you have a running clock. Well, Jack, I hope you're listening because I'm going to rub it in at the barbershop tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be a fun one.
In pursuit.
He's got
Benny
the edge.
changes the whole field. And going to plow forward, get the first down.
I think I may have seen a flag come out, though. No, they will move it.
Nah, come on, refs. We've got a running clock 10 minutes to go. We've got a bunch of freshmen, sophomores out there.
Kids just want to play.
Keep them flags in your pocket unless somebody starts swinging. Velaz bringing his team to the line of scrimmage. He's got Tristan James, and a pistol right behind him. Going to hand it off to James. James, a little burst of speed there. Plows forward, gets about 3.
Got out to the 25.
Well, we've got a little bit of dead air time right now on a running clock. I want to give an update. Volleyball hopes are still alive for Summertown and Loretto. The region tournament will be at Summertown October the 13th. Loretto will play against Huntington at 5 o'clock. Then Summertown will play against Madison Magnet. And then the 2 winners of those will play in the championship game at 7 o'clock. So hopefully we'll have an all-county again in Summertown and Loretto playing in the region championship for one more time. And hopefully we'll get to be covering both of those in Murfreesboro next week.
I mean, that just feels like a yearly occurrence at this point. What a run.
Great job running by Eli Chapman. He's going to get the first down and then some, go down at around the 40.
Yeah, got 17 right there on the carry.
Shout out Lincoln Wilson, freshman for Summertown, coming in on that tackle. Hand off again. This time it's to Jaden Lashley.
And he's got some room out to the 40.
Makes a whole bunch of Summertown Eagles miss. Then it takes a couple to wrap him up.
18 more right there.
Good job by Connor Staggs tracking him down, freshman for Summertown. Touchdown saving tackle there. 4:15 in ticking.
Yeah, and right now everybody's getting a look at what Summertown Loretto is going to look like in the next 2 or 3 years. With all these young guys out here. I mean, both teams are full of them already, with some of your starters being freshmen and sophomore, and Loretto is all out of cahoots.
I wish we could have had the camera pointed at Coach Bryce Glass. Him and the referee are laughing at each other because he'd had to use that timeout. But we'll stay right here with it. See if we can get us an update.
It's 17-14, Lawrence County with the lead.
No, Lawrence County's trailing.
Or Dixon County, pardon, with the lead. Lawrence County with the ball. Under 5 minutes to go in that one. And looks like they got close to picking up a first down right there.
They're on the right side.
And just need a field goal to tie it up. But and with 4.5 minutes to go, I would assume they try to run it down and punch one in the end zone.
Clayton's in the pistol. Let's see. Hand that one off.
First
and
down.
Lawrence County's going to have a first down. They're still, they're doing a tush push, baby.
Look at that.
So they're across the 30, so keep your heads up on that one as well. Lawrence County not out of that one yet. Handoff. Eli Chapman had a big run earlier. Trying to cut it back in. He'll go out at around the 30, close to another first down.
Hey, Loretto getting 10 yards of play on this drive. Already 6 plays, 60 yards. Remember, this drive started all the way back at the 10.
Yeah, the only thing that may stop Loretto on this drive is the clock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that thing is burning quickly. So, pardon, 6 plays, 59 yards.
Velaz in the shotgun and pistol formation. He's got Tristan James behind him, but we're going to have a flag on Loretto. False start against the Mustangs. Going to back it up 5 yards. Still second and very doable. Like you said, with that clock always running, you got to kind of get in your 2-minute offense here.
Yeah.
Velaz handing it off. That's Tristan James.
Got back that 5 yards.
Yeah, got back the penalty. Like it 3rd and very short.
Number 5, Tristan James on the carry, going to be brought down by number 6, Tajan White. Gain of 5 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Mustangs at the 31.
All right, 2:26. Any hurry is Loretto. Velaz back to throw. Looking. Got plenty of time. Good pass. He's got a man there, and he just couldn't haul it in as he hit Justin Lashley. The seam on the sideline would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, I think Lashley would love to have that play back. And, it was a good pass, just a bit over his head. But, hey, even Veloz.
I don't know about that, Adam. I don't know about that, Michael. That hit him right in the hands.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Going to hand it off to James, trying to plow forward, get that first down. But looking at the man across the field, this guy's saying turnover on downs. And I think that should take us home. Summertown can get in victory formation.
Yeah, that drive going to end 9 plays, 64 yards. Longest drive of the night again. But again, you're 5 drives in the second half for the Mustangs. Turnover on downs, interception, turnover on downs. Now they got more yardage here in the second half, but again weren't able to punch it in the end zone. So yards don't count for a whole lot if you're not putting it in the end zone.
Remind everybody again. Michael will be on the call next week for the Mustangs. He'll be going to Adamsville. Doesn't get any easier for the Mustangs. They have to go to West Tennessee and play Adamsville. Summertown have a tough road game as well. They'll be going to Richland. Dusty and I will be on the call for that one. Shout out Troy Pettis. Said, Clint, if I shank the golf ball tomorrow, he's blaming me. Is that what it said? All right. Summertown in victory formation. They may have to kneel on it one more time. I'm not sure. But either way, that will take us home. Probably not the overall score that anybody predicted, but
Mustangs did a pretty good job shutting Summertown down in the second half. But again, it was more of Summertown just trying to run that clock
Well,
out.
let me give you my take. Summertown did what they were supposed to do. I think Summertown is the older, more experienced, and better team. And they did what they were supposed to do. Summertown really benefited off coming off a bye week that they desperately needed. And I'm very proud of Summertown for what they did. But let me say this. Like I said, coming out of halftime, I saw a lot out of Loretto that I think Loretto fans need to just calm down a little bit because they're going to be okay.
Yeah. I would say back this team, back this coaching staff. It's they have the pieces. They just got to fit them in the right spot.
I think Bryce Glass is going to do a good. Listen, I was very, very, very impressed with Ben Lyles. I was very impressed with Braden Bennett. Both of those are sophomore and juniors you'll have back next year. You've got some good-looking offensive linemen. You've also got some really good kids coming up from the middle school program next year.
Yep.
I think give it time is that's something we've known to say at Summertown. You should have seen Will's son Jake when they were freshmen. I think both teams can take away positives. Now they're not going to because it's a rivalry game. It's Summertown and Loretto, and it's going to sting for the Mustangs for a while. But Michael, you got some stats you want to throw at us to send us home?
Yeah, here for the second half, Loretto in the second half, 22 plays, 148 yards. For Summertown, 11 plays, 61 yards. So total yardage for Summertown will be 337 yards all on the ground for the Mustangs. That will be 282 yards, and that was really a mixed bag, but a lot of it through the air for Loretto.
Yeah, and again, it's the little things that you can fix if you're Loretto. How many times they shoot yourself in the foot on a first down?
Yeah, I would say if I tallied penalties, it would be a lot.
Yeah, so a lot that both teams got that they can build on. But again, Summertown will be on the road next week, going to Richland. Me and Will be live for that one. Michael will be making the road trip. Michael, you said you're going to West Tennessee to call Loretto against Adamsville, and then you're heading to Knoxville.
Yep.
After that. So
yeah, I bet say I'll be driving up there after that late night for me, so I'll have time to watch Lawrence County's game. I'll probably be able to watch Summertown's too on the way up there. So I mean, it's going to be a fun Friday next week.
Update: Lawrence County has just punched it in the end zone to take a 3-point lead.
And there's only 1:05 left in that one. So yeah, we can get out of here and let them go
folks,
watch that.
You can quit listening to us and you can tune in for the close of that. For Michael Marks, I'm not going to call him Hayden. I called him Michael this last time. For Michael Marks, for Will Pettis, this is Clint Brazier saying so long, everybody.
Going the distance with local sports.